Welcome back, everyone, to another lovely Tuesday here with the 4K Kings. Let's give everyone a round of applause.
Yeah, let's give you a round of applause, Matt.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
How's everybody doing tonight? Russ, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It wasn't a long break. I feel like we haven't been here in a long time.
It's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
Lindsay, can we get confirmation that everyone can hear us out there?
Still waiting for
anyone to say,
let us know.
Anyone to say, hey, can't hear you. I'm pretty sure everything's working. That's why we're starting at 4:30, to make sure that if there is any hiccups, we can work them all out for the first half hour as people enter the stream.
That's right. We got to work out the kinks.
Got to work out the kinks.
They really got us.
But here we are. We're back. The last stream of the year. Can you believe it, Russ? We're here at the end of the year.
I can't, man. I can't believe I've lived this long, dude. It's been a dream come true. When you achieve everything that you set out to in life, it's fulfilling, yet I don't know where to go next.
You don't know where to go next.
Once this kingdom has been established and we reign supreme, it's lonely at the top. I think that's what I'm trying to say here, Matt. It's lonely at the top.
Well, this is our second full year live streaming, and it's coming to a close.
What is going on? What?
You roll one of those for me there, partner? What's going on there?
There you go.
What's that, a Noop?
Light up.
Yeah. Let me get a Noop, Russ.
Hey.
Lindsay, how are you doing, by the way?
I picked up a Lucy on Peddler's Row.
I'm good, but I'm not sure that we're actually live. Are we live? No one's commenting, unless everything's just really lagging.
Maybe everything's lagging. Let me take a look.
We're going strong. I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
This is the wittiest.
I think we're here. No, it was just lagging. Sorry, guys.
It could be.
In the hood.
It could.
Man, is it lagging again? That last stream was terrible to watch.
I'm sorry about that.
But yeah, we put out a lackluster product. It's about time we face it.
We're working hard behind the scenes to try to get our.
Working hard or hardly working?
I'm not sure.
What's going on?
Lindsay, let us know what's happening out there.
4:30 and the problem still arose.
This is weird. I can only see the comments on my phone on the YouTube app, but not on my command center here.
Not on the command center. Oh, no. Well, what are the people on your phone saying?
Okay, they can hear you guys.
Thank God.
Just ask them. Is everything okay? Is everything safe? Can they hear us? Can they see us? Have they watched one battle after another? We need to know.
Vicky Holmes says, down with the Kings, run DMC.
Thank God we're going on break because I can't take any more problems.
Dickie always says that. He always opens up our streams with the run DMC line. And I remember the first time I read it, it was one of those, it kind of played in my head as, what is that?
What is that?
You know, I was like, wait a second. You want to be down with the king? You want to be down with the king? I was like, yes.
I still don't get that reference.
And now you don't remember that song?
No.
Dude, that was in the early 90s when Run DMC, hip-hop kind of moved. They had to redefine themselves. So they got, it was Pete Rock produced it.
I don't think I know that.
Really?
Here,
If you heard it, you'd know it.
Hold on. I'm going to pull up the chat really quick. Let's pop this chat out. Lindsay, you can't see the chat in there?
No, it's the last comment is the one we put up.
I can see the chat on the monitor. Apparently, I took command of the command center. It's out here now.
All right. Well, I've got the chat right here, looking good. There's everybody. There's everybody up there.
Way. Try peanut butter, marshmallow, and banana.
Every time I look over, I see Lindsay with a very concerned look, and she's like clicking a lot of buttons, and she's in there like, let's do it live.
Well, I mean, you are very harsh on her behind the scenes. I don't want to air
before we hit play.
Maybe I shouldn't mention it on the live stream, but things were a little tense. She may have a workplace harassment claim.
I think LG knows what's up. They just said that's the old chat for the first stream that failed. So I think they're right. I think.
Do you need me to come in there and take a look?
Trusty chat.
Is this going to be like a new thing? You walk off and I talk to the audience directly.
I don't know.
Go ahead, brother.
Lindsay, do you need my help in there?
Yeah, I don't know how to reset the chat. You didn't teach me.
Here we go again.
Again, lack of training. You do. You should talk to a lawyer, Lindsay. Workplace harassment. You weren't trained properly. I'm sure there's plenty of safety measures that have not been taken in that room. I don't know. How are you guys doing? Hey, what happened? What? Hey, guys. How y'all doing? Did you have a good holiday? Good Thanksgiving? I guess that's just a question for you Americans. We have global viewers. I don't know if you all are aware of that. Our top five viewers globally, they come from Canada, Germany, the UK, Australia, and Samoa. Samoa? Samoa. I don't know. I find that fascinating. Oh, speaking of the UK, how many UK viewers are out there right now? I can't see you even if you are, but I always had this question about the UK when...
We got it.
Sorry. We got it. We got it. I'll get back to my my ponderings about the UK later. Apparently, the Kings are back in session.
Russ, Michael Smith, 1262, wants to know why your wife doesn't also become a producer.
Why?
I could probably use her help.
She doesn't want to put up with Matt's abuse. She talks to Lindsay, and Lindsay let her know. She's like, you don't want to be here. It's run like a sweatshop. This man is maniacal. Here he comes, the man of the hour. Mr. Fix Everything and demean everyone.
I'm not demeaning anyone.
No, I know.
But I am fixing everything. So now we've got the stream popping, right? Lindsay, are you good?
Yeah, we're set to pop.
And I disagree with you about you don't demean anyone. That's a great segue, Matt. I want to bring up our previous live streams, Roast or Toast.
It's not time for your ramblings. We got to get the show started.
No. This must be addressed immediately, sir. These are not ramblings. Now,
okay.
I want our audience to know that the idea for that segment, right?
Yes.
Was texted to me about 11:20 p.m. the night before the live stream. You said, provide photos of your collection. Now, as our viewers do, they give us warts and all. They give us the dust. They give us the potential murder weapons.
Yes.
You know, all the crazy shit.
Chalk outlines on the floor.
Yeah, dude, we have some crazy viewers.
Yes.
But, so I did the same. I was fully transparent. I gave you, hey, here's the closet of the DVDs that I've upgraded.
The water stains in the ceiling.
There you go, right? I gave you photos of everything. You gave one crisp, pristine photo of your main setup. Nobody saw your Home Alone paint cans. Nobody saw your... I don't even think the Nakatomi Plaza was over there, is it?
It's back there.
Yeah, oh, yeah. You did not give a full...
Well, first of all, the Nakatomi Plaza Nakatomi Plaza set can't be roasted because it's excellent and it's incredible. The paint can maybe, but it's not on display.
No.
It's in like a closet somewhere.
You're missing the point. You're shifting the focus, Matt. You're hocus pocus, change the focus. What you got? You weren't transparent from the start, and you allowed me.
I said, send me a picture of your collection. And you did what you did, and I did what I did.
I did what all of our viewers did.
I only have one picture to take.
And you hid like the
tyrant. What do you mean hid?
You hid like the tyrant you are to Lindsay, the producer.
That is my literal collection. The only other things that are left are what behind us. Here,
where's the Home Alone paint can? Is that behind us? You know, if you had a Home Alone paint can on this set, I would walk off.
Lindsay, do you see the Home Alone paint can in there? Can we just give this man what he's looking for? Is it in there?
There's more.
It is. It's right behind me. I just spotted
Can you grab it and slide it out here?
Next to the
Sir,
Seinfeld
it is not just about the Home Alone paint can. The Home Alone paint can is an example of a lot of other chintzy ass shit you have laying around that you did not show.
Here it is.
I showed everything.
Here it is, everyone. The Home Alone paint can edition that I bought X amount of years ago, that inside comes with all the Home Alone films, 25th anniversary.
It comes with all the
it goes to like number 5. And it comes with like a map of all the traps that he laid.
Yeah. Did you ever reenact it?
Here it is. Are you happy now?
It's not about that, Matt. But again, you are brilliant at doing this.
Thank you. So we're back. We're here. We're live. Let's move forward here. Thank you to everybody for joining us. Last stream of the year. Can't believe that the year is finally over. We've got so much to be happy and thankful for this year, especially everyone that's out there joining us. If you joined us 20 minutes ago, I hope you're still with us. God knows what you walked into when you joined. But here we are, ready for a lovely stream on this fine Tuesday. A little early, luckily.
I feel good now that I got that out of my system.
That's good.
I think this is going to be a nice sunny stream from now on.
I love that.
I like it. I like it. I feel comfortable now. Thank you, Matt.
You're
and
welcome.
You do know I love you, and I always will. But I think we owe it to them. You need to be fully transparent as friends.
Okay.
We need to be fully transparent.
I'm friends with them too. They got to see my paint can just now.
On the surface, you fail to realize that there are more Home Alone paint can type.
There's more Home Alone paint cans in there. You bought more than just one. You bought more than just one paint can. Lindsay, keep firing the paint cans out here.
You got like one of those claw vending machines that are just filled with Home Alone paint can.
Yes. No, but we're
they
very
need to know the truth.
Well, I'm very thankful to be here. I'm thankful for everyone that's here with us on this final stream.
I'm thankful my roof didn't cave in. You're right. That leak in that photo, that was atrocious.
You got to get that fixed.
Oh, man.
We're still on our way to the 20,000 subscriber goal that we have set out for ourselves at the beginning of this year. We're a couple thousand shy, but the year's not out yet.
Yeah.
We got about a month left to pick up about 5,000 subs.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
It's no problem. We still have a couple more videos to drop, which I'm sure we'll pick up at least 1,000 each.
Yeah. I mean, dude, well, I just dropped. We just dropped.
We did.
Yeah, we do this. We just dropped the top 5 man-ass. The top 5 man-ass cinema moments of all time.
You really did this? I thought that was a joke when Matt told me about that.
We did it.
You didn't show Lindsay?
No, she didn't see it yet.
Oh, that's right. You don't tell her anything.
Well,
you just throw her in that room and
initially-
say, push buttons like you know stuff.
He brought that up the same night. The same night we watched Sliver, you said you wanted to do a man-ass like recap or top 10.
Yeah.
Initially, it was going to be a full segment. It turned into a short, but I think the short's brilliant, and it really encapsulates all the best man-ass in cinema history.
Yes.
I'll be the judge of that. Why didn't I get in on that stream or on that video?
Well, because it's for men only to decide. Only men can decide the best man-ass.
It was a very scientific method we used.
Very.
We thought you'd be too biased.
Yeah.
We had to get all up in this ass, you know.
And so what you're saying is that man-ass short is what's really going to set us over the moon past that 20K.
Alone. That will get the 5K alone. Everything else is just icing on the cake.
So if you're on the fence about whether you should click that button and become a subscriber to this channel, hopefully the man-ass short that we put up will be the thing that gets you to go and hit the button.
I think it defines our channel.
It defines our channel.
It speaks to what we love about movies, what we appreciate about the beauty within the movies. It's the reason you watch movies.
Yes. It's very on brand for me.
Well, Sliver.
Hey, that was my number one.
Spoiler alert, Lindsay. Sliver made the cut.
Dear God, there are definitely better asses out there for sure.
Can I tell you one thing that was really funny, though, what you said? The way you worded it. You said, and I've been told that Billy Baldwin wanted to hang dong on set. Like you had a friend. Word around the campfire, just rumors abroad.
I talk to a lot of people about Sliver, and we talk about a lot of behind the scenes, what could have been, what should have been.
Well, who spilled the tea about that to you?
I don't remember if it was the director or maybe it was in that booklet. I don't know, but apparently a lot was cut from that movie, including full frontal nudity that Billy Baldwin wanted.
All right, man.
Anyway,
you're right. Let's get on with the stream.
Let's get on with the stream.
You're going to get roasted again for what you did to your family on their movie night. So we started at 4:30 for a reason.
Here we are.
Let's do it.
So coming up tonight, for all the people that are still here and haven't left, we've got Arrow news. We've got Shout and Scream Factory news. We've got Vinegar Syndrome news. We're going to be roasting a collection from the audience.
I didn't know that.
We've got 2 giveaway announcements from last stream. 1 for who gave you the best roast of your collection, and 2 who left the best comment on our Criterion Barnes & Noble trip video. So we got all that coming up. How was your time in? How was your Thanksgiving?
It was nice, dude. Yeah.
How was it at MONSTER-MANIA? How did it go?
It was nice, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you did run into a couple of people that recognized you right away.
Right away, dude. As soon as I walked through the doors, I was mobbed.
They said, sunglasses, there he is.
Yeah. And not by the people attending, by the celebrities.
Of course.
Gillian Anderson, Robert Patrick. Dude, Robert Patrick, he ran up to me like in that... His arms started turning into knives. I mean, they were mobbing me, man.
The whole cast of Cobra Kai.
They whooped my ass. That part wasn't fun. They bullied me.
Couldn't leave well enough alone, could you? Now you're gonna pay.
Mr. Miyagi didn't teach me shit.
He didn't jump over the fence.
He just taught me to clean his house. Yes, I did. I ran into Eric, a loyal viewer and participant.
Eric Otto.
And he was very sweet. He actually got his Second Sight Hitcher 4K signed by C. Thomas Howell, dude.
Dude, I know. And I texted you, and I was like, you should have brought your Soul Man DVD to get that signed.
And remember what I texted you in return?
Your Soul Man DVD.
And are we going to be transparent with our collections? Who owns a Soul Man DVD?
Unfortunately, I don't. But I wouldn't mind if they put out a 4K of that on like a Kino or something.
Racist.
I have a soft spot for Soul Man.
Actually, yeah, we should have asked C. Thomas Howell. Like, just pay money to walk up to him and go, hey, any regrets?
Well, let's get into the first giveaway announcement, which we put out a request to see who could give Russ the best roast on his collection last stream. And you handpicked this one.
Why was it personal, my collection? It was up for both. They could have roasted yours, too.
Mine was unroastable.
Oh, is that right?
That's right. There were no roasts at all.
Well, yeah. The let's be generous here. Let's say 75% of your collection that you displayed is unroastable. Yes.
All right, I'll give everyone a second chance.
Dude, I'm gonna take that Home Alone map and I'm gonna set up those damn booby traps just to fucking hit you.
Do your worst, chat. Look, we got all the main cast here. Looks good. It's got snowflakes on it, just in time for the holiday season.
Nah, no Catherine O'Hara from the original.
No nice cheese pizza from. Oh my god!
Look at this shit. Now you're attacking me.
It's literally like hitting you with it. I was trying to see if the map. Oh, the map's gone.
The map's gone.
The map's gone.
Dude, you're reenacting this.
Anyway.
So not only do you own it, you enjoyed it, you played with it.
My son's got it up there.
Nah,
but I've got the can.
You owned that before. When did that come out?
I owned it before him.
Yeah.
Before he owned it or before he was born?
Before he was born.
Yeah.
25th anniversary of Home Alone. So definitely before he was born.
2015?
Oh, okay, maybe not. He was born in 2000. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna dox my son. Dox him.
Dokes.
I know it's like docs, but I love saying dokes, like from Dexter.
Dude, no motherfucker wants to be surprised by losing their job, their bank account. Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at the roast that you picked out for your collection. Are you ready? This was the top roast from Russ's collection, and it's in regards to the Tony Montana statue you had on display.
Oh, that was so good.
This one made me laugh.
Say hello to my little friend, Scarface statue talking about his owner. That was great.
That was classic.
That
was great.
We had a good chuckle live when that occurred, and we definitely think that Chaka 13, that was our favorite roast. So reach out to us at 4KKingsYT@gmail.com. Don't forget the YT or you'll reach someone else. Yeah. YT has got to be in there. 4KKingsYT@gmail.com, and we will hook you up. We'll let you know what we've got for giveaways. We got a whole list. We'll send it to you. You tell us what you want, and you will be handsomely rewarded.
Chaka's in the chat.
Chaka's in the chat. Hey, that's me. Chaka's in the chat.
Chaka. Well, like Matt said, don't forget the YT in the email, because if you do, you'll come up short, and you won't get it matched short.
Got it.
And you won't get your reward, your free 4K.
You will not.
Short.
So thank you for that awesome comment.
Is that, wait. Is that why you put me in charge of shorts?
Wow. That's pretty funny. I didn't even think about that, but now, yes, I guess it fits.
Wait.
For the record, I don't think you're short. Can we just say that out loud?
We went outside of the firm. We hired new Ricky. We hired new metal Ricky.
A new Ricky. Old Ricky, new Ricky.
We hired new metal Ricky to produce full segments. But you said, Russ, you do the shorts.
Shorts. That's because you wore shorts.
I don't wear shorts, man.
This stream's off the rails.
I think you're technically an average height, though.
Average height.
I think
it's just that picture.
Why does every
American
woman
man,
always say that to me? It's like, no, you're not. It's just average. They always say that. Like,
it's just this picture, maybe.
Is that Warwick Davis?
So last week we put this video up of our exploits in the Barnes & Noble at the Christiana Mall in Newark, Delaware, for anyone familiar. That's where we were when we shot this segment.
I was surprised to see people were familiar with this area.
Yeah.
I knew Eric was local, but a few other people chimed in that they that they visit the Christiana Mall.
And I will say this thumbnail is highly photoshopped because they do not have nearly this many titles. But this is a picture from our experiences there and from the video itself. We had a great time.
We did, dude.
We had a great time.
We had coffee, as I said.
We did. We had coffee. We had a blast.
You didn't come out so lucky, man. You didn't get anything.
I didn't. But I ended up, and I got them here, which I'll show in a second. But if you haven't watched this video, take a look. We had a great time in store. We kind of had, we goofed around. We did some fun stuff as the loss prevention mall cops were staring at us like, what are these two up to?
Yeah.
They stared us down as we left.
They knew what's up.
But if you didn't check this video out, I came away with only one of the 4 titles I went in to get. You came away with 2 out of 3.
Yes.
Not so bad. And
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
2
out of 3 ain't bad. And here are the titles that I ended up picking up, plus 1 after the fact. So I got Dazed and Confused. There we are. In store. Got that in store. Then the other 3 that I missed, which I ended up getting online through BarnesandNoble.com, there we are, is History of Violence, Altered States. Oh, where am I at here? Altered States and Breakfast Club. So they didn't have any of these in 4K when we went. And we felt, I did, when we rewatched this video, I did feel like we were a little snobbish towards the useless Blu-rays.
We were.
But I do love Blu-rays.
Of course.
I want to make sure that that's clear. But we were there specifically for 4Ks.
Yes.
And they weren't there.
Yes. But as Lindsay pointed out, all the other 4K kings came in and
wiped us out.
Rampaged the place.
They wiped us out.
They absolutely did.
After the fact, I got this on the sale, but only because it came out after we went, and that's Eyes Wide Shut.
I heard this is hard to get right now.
I don't know, but I got it on Barnes & Noble's website. I heard it from the
same person who told you about Billy Baldwin wanting to show dong.
Our connection.
It's a big rumor out there, yeah.
Our connection.
It's all over my For You page.
Well, those were the titles I picked up. Russ, for the people at home, what did you end up picking up?
Dude, I didn't bring them because we already made the segment.
Yeah, but tell people that didn't watch it.
People watching now didn't. I assume they watch everything we do. I picked up Barry Lyndon and No Country for Old Men, both on 4K.
Both on 4K. Yeah. And what I wanted to add, because there's a few little, I guess you call it Easter eggs that were left in here for people that specifically watch this channel, watch our streams, things that I thought people might get a kick out of, like you mentioning me wanting to pick up Downton Abbey. But as we were checking out, the cashier was like, oh my gosh, this is my favorite Stanley Kubrick film. He's talking about Barry Lyndon, why he loves it, all this kind of stuff. And I left in my comment of saying, oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, you edited that conversation.
I put that in for the people.
Oh.
I wanted them to have a laugh.
Do you remember the real conversation
Yeah.
that we had? We should have saved that and put it. That was funny too.
Yeah.
Where I said, what did I say to him? I remember
he talked for a minute to us about it.
Well, no. He said, he was like, yeah, Barry Lyndon, that's my favorite Kubrick film. And I said, then you said I had never seen it.
Yeah.
And then I told him, I was like, Clockwork Orange is his favorite film. And I said, not really the whole movie, just like the first 30 minutes or so. And then he laughed. I don't know if he got it.
He was uncomfortable.
Yeah, he was just doing his job.
He's just doing his job.
He just leave the cash wrap like immediately after.
Dude, he probably never even saw Barry Lyndon.
Maybe not.
He was just a very good employee. We should fill out a survey, dude. If we're going to be 4K Karens, we got to do it in positive ways as well.
Look how great.
We got to uplift these awesome Barnes & Noble employees. It's not their fault that they don't have the shit stocked. You know what I mean?
Well, for people that enjoyed this video, we'll definitely do this again. We'll go back in July for the next sale and see what's what. But
I think we should go there monthly and just shop randomly. It doesn't have to be for Criterion. We can buy. We could have picked up that Dirty Dancing you offered me,
Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, but the Dirty Dancing one. Actually, I want to get that on 4K. We got to reach out to our friends at Lionsgate. I wanted Dirty Dancing. I didn't pick that up. That's a classic.
Did Lionsgate put that out?
There was a steelbook of it at one point. I'm assuming it was Lionsgate.
Did you ever go back and get Drugstore Cowboy?
No.
All right.
But
sore subject.
It really is, dude. That experience when something like that sours you, it's hard to recover, and it's like, I'll just wait till the next sale now.
Well, on this video, we mentioned a couple of times that we were running a contest that for the person that gave us our favorite comment or made us laugh, that we would send you a Criterion of your choice. So we did select that comment. and that comes from none other than Ions. The balls on these guys busting through the doors like it's a saloon. And I specifically, Lindsay, I will say, did a great job filming this whole video. But the one thing towards the end, when we needed to get that shot, I specifically said, I want us walking through these doors. I want us swinging these doors open. Do you remember she like balked at that? She was like, I don't, can't we just Can we just walk in this way? I'm like, no, it's got to be a swinging the damn doors open.
Here he goes.
He had a vision.
I had a vision.
Here he goes, man. Blaming other people. No.
And we got it. And look, it made an impact. It looked good.
It did.
It did look good.
There you go. See?
It did.
I'm vindicated. Give myself a round of applause. But Ions, we appreciate the comment. Reach out to us. Let us know what criterion you want us to pick up for you. But make sure you get to us before December 6th, because I ain't buying you nothing that's not on sale, brother. That's the kind of contest this is. But thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it. Hope everyone enjoyed that video. Let us know. We were sitting there thinking, like, okay, that was fun going to Barnes & Noble, but should we go other places? Lunch at Panera?
Ooh, that sounds good.
Where would you like?
Don't they still have like the soup and sandwich?
Yeah, Lindsay, where would you feel comfortable filming?
Half a sandwich and the soup. That's lovely.
Lindsay was a little sketched out. She was like, I don't know. Let's hurry up and film this before people start paying attention. I was like, no one cares. No one notices this.
No, yeah, I guess I expected it not to be okay, and strangely, no one did care.
No one cared. Except for the loss prevention guy. He was watching us the whole time.
Yeah, I guess, Matt. I don't know. My recollection is you were very uptight.
I was not uptight at all.
You were, yeah, a little demanding.
Okay.
And Lindsay was loose and cool, got all the great shots.
Lindsay did a great job.
You were, as we saw earlier, a bit of a tyrant.
A bit of a diva.
I mean? A bit of a diva. Good word. Yes, diva, not tyrant.
Get my hair done off camera.
He's like
Wait, don't roll it yet.
He's William Friedkin on set.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Slapping. Lindsay, get that shot I want.
Yeah, it was like Kubrick, dude. We had like 80 takes of us just walking into Barnes & Noble.
80 takes.
Like, it has to look like a saloon.
80 takes of me looking disappointed. Take it again.
Our steps have to be in motion. Yeah,
it was very off the cuff, but I think it came together really nicely.
No, once props, dude. Once I saw the final vision on display, I was like, dude, I understand why he's this mad. You know.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed it.
I understand your artistry.
Well, I hope everyone appreciated all the hard work that went into it.
I do. That's what we're saying. Jesus Christ. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Matt, yeah, we already did it. Here, I'll do it.
Hit the button. It's the wrong button.
I don't know what he's looking for.
I know. Like, come on.
That's the button.
Whenever I say anything, it's like, all right, we got time going on. We just spent 15 minutes like applauding you. Great.
Anyhow, all right. Let's move along. Let's get into some news. But before we get into the news, what do we have left this year? What's left for the people this year? This is our last stream, but we still have 3 high-quality videos coming people's way.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, which will be actually dropping this week. I think what we're going to try to do is drop a video weekly from this point forward every either Thursday or Friday. The first one being 4K titles that we still do not have yet from some of the best directors out there, mainly directors who we have like nearly their whole catalog at this point, but there's some glaring omissions that we still do not have. That video is dropping this week.
So you're saying you think you're going to do 1 a week? I like how we're having like the team meeting with the audience here.
So we are going to have 1 a week. I think that's the plan. We're workshopping it here. We're workshopping. I think we're going to do 1 a week. 1 a week.
Sounds good.
That'll keep us, at a nice tight pace so that we can,
Let me get back to you after the live stream. Okay.
Get back to me. Let me know.
Share some thoughts.
Following that will be our top 5 boutiques of 2025.
Yes.
Our favorite boutiques this year, the ones that we felt did the best, had the best output in our personal ranking. And then the last video of our year will be our top 5 physical media titles that Russ and I both picked up. We do that video every year where Russ gives a top 5, I give a top 5, maybe some honorable mentions, maybe some disappointments. But we will be dropping that video last, probably 3rd week-ish of December.
Those are always a blast to do.
Yeah.
It's like a yearbook.
It is.
You know, you get to look back and I remember back in 2023, I was so excited about
life,
whatever came out in 2023. Yeah, it was a great time. You know?
I was a lot less gray. I like when we put that video up of our like demo or whatever. Someone was like, "Matt looks like an Iranian influencer with his hair all like dark."
I see it now. You do.
I do. Well, not anymore because I'm gray as hell. But then I was nice and dark, like you, nice and fresh, dark.
Yeah. Well, dude, I'm fake as fuck, man.
Is that fake?
Get the fuck out.
I would have known. Is it really fake?
We went too hard. Now he's going hard on me.
Now I'm gonna need to dye it up. There's no way that now that I know that, you
just need an excuse. Carlito, dude. It opened up. Yeah.
Pacino hair dye or whatever. Beard dye. All right. Well, that's what we got coming up for the people.
So wait, no more live streams until 2025.
I think January 6th is the
2026.
Yeah,
that's next year.
January 6th is the first Tuesday of the year, and that will be our time back. So it's a whole month away, you guys and gals. 1.2%,
but plenty of content.
Plenty of content coming weekly, maybe.
Also, the top 5 man-ass movie moments, Volume 2.
Don't forget.
That will be dropping probably Christmas. Yeah. I'd imagine that's what everyone wants for Christmas. So
Michael Smith 1262 said we should save the man-ass video till Pride Month.
Till Pride Month. There's going to be so many volumes.
We should have a monthly.
This is a monthly volume.
Yeah, we're just going to re-release.
Take over that segment.
We're just going to re-release that short weekly.
Is there a man dong? Is there a dong segment we can put out?
Actually, someone just asked for that. A Yule Man vlog.
There's an audience for it, Russ.
I don't know. Is there?
Let's get the clips ready.
Who would make it?
Couple dongs out there.
Let's put it together right now. Top 5 male dongs. Matt, go. I know you got one on the top of your head.
Let's see. You do see Ewan McGregor's dong in Train Spotting briefly. You see it twice. You see like the silhouette of it when he's like taking his condom off. He like slaps it.
Wait, don't you see Spud's dick in that too?
You see that too?
Yeah.
All right.
Double
Train
dong.
Spotting's got some classic dongs.
We got dongs there.
Train Spotting's in the top 5.
Movie
dongs.
we just watched.
Boogie Nights.
Yeah, that too.
Boogie Nights. That's a classic dong moment.
Yep.
It's a prosthetic dong though. Does that count?
It counts.
It counts.
What about Red Rocket we just watched? Simon Rex. I believe that's his actual dong flopping.
Right. Yeah.
Is it Barry? How do you say his last name? Is it Keegan?
Oh yeah, from Saltburn.
Wonderful dance.
No, that's not a filmmaker. That's content. We talk about movies on this channel. We don't talk about.
That is a movie.
And how many times?
No, the guy who did like Promising Young Woman and all that. That Wuthering Heights.
Still counts. It's a
that's
movie.
content. That's content. We don't discuss. This is a film channel.
And how many times do we have to say that it's the men that pick the asses and the men that pick the dongs?
All right, guys, I'll shut up.
No, but she's right. Barry Koenig has to be on there. That dong made a huge impact, didn't it?
We're just jealous of his dong. That's why I don't want him on there. I'm not jealous of those other dongs we said.
That dong made a huge impact on Sabrina Carpenter.
There's a lot of dongs being dropped in the chat.
Wait, Harvey Keitel dong, man.
There you
He's
go.
a legendary
you
film
missed
dong.
not the. What was it? Maybe biggest.
Could be.
Most epic dong scene.
The problem with this is getting around YouTube censors.
Yeah.
Like trying to figure out a title. Like, do we do top 5 man dongs?
See, as chosen by the audience. See, it's an audience collaboration. They tell us the dongs. We put the video together.
None of your business. I'd try to increase the women viewership with these man-ass vids.
There you go.
Yeah, this is how we get the women in.
This is what it be.
We're not going to treat you like equals. We're just going to show you a bunch of fucking asses. Here you go. There's some Swayze ass. Subscribe.
2 straight men.
2 straight men talking about
compelling.
dongs and asses.
So compelling.
Look at this thumbnail. Don't those men look like they're ready to talk about man ass? All right.
Wait, someone earlier said you look like Lee Pace, Matt. That's like, I think, a compliment.
I like that compliment.
What was it?
Lee Pace. He's a very handsome man. He's a handsome gay man, so he's not like he's on another team than me, which is fine. He could be over there, but I don't know. I look like him, perhaps.
I think he's 6'5".
He's 6'5".
I don't even know who that is.
He's the main star of The Fall, actually.
Oh.
Which we just talked about.
There you go.
All right. Well, enough dong, enough ass.
Oh, no, I think you should get another round of applause, Matt. I feel like you need it today. You look like Lee Pace.
When anyone says anything nice about Matt, I feast on it.
She's in there feasting. I'm blushing. And Lindsay's feasting. All right, news time. Let's go. Let's talk about some news. That's what people are here for, not all this talk, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows?
Oh, gosh. Viggo Mortensen. I forgot my favorite scene, Eastern Promises, the Russian bath.
I thought she was going to say, oh, my gosh, Viggo Mortensen is in the chat.
I thought she was going to say, oh my gosh, Viggo Mortensen just died. I thought someone dropped some news like, holy shit.
Viggo just got a phone alert. Dong talk on YouTube. He's like, oh, I got to join this live stream. It's like, wow, I'm excited too, Lindsay. But yeah, you're right. That's good dong.
That's quality dong. And it's dangerous dong because there's knives being swung around.
I'll say this, Lindsay. That's one rule. I'll say this in advance. Like, I'll give you a guideline, something Matt won't. If anytime you want, you can interrupt with if it involves Viggo Mortensen's dong. Like, that takes priority over anything.
Thank you.
I think that should go without saying.
We need a dong insert. I need a button for Viggo dong.
Yeah. Man, this channel's going to go in a weird direction in 2026.
Real strange.
Feel it.
I can feel things are getting strange. All right. You ready for some news? I think the people are ready for news at this point. Let's start with, we got a lot to talk about. Like I mentioned, we got Arrow, we got Shout, we got a bunch of other things, but I wanted to actually start with some Black Friday stuff. So we obviously just passed Black Friday. There was a ton of Black Friday sales. Amazon, Groove. I saw a lot of places that were doing their Black Friday sales. You pick up anything for Black Friday? I know you were texting me about some stuff. I looked at so many things like, God damn, I'm so close, but ended up
not. Just from Amazon. I picked up...
What'd you get?
Right here. I picked up Sunset Boulevard.
Nice.
With the slip, $14.99, 4K. It's
awesome.
So weird. I'm making it dance.
Making it dance, Russ.
No. This is great, though. I held off on picking it up, but I think I did the right thing, dude. $14.99 with the slip.
Yeah.
I wanted that imprint release, but, times are tough.
That's good.
Times are tough.
Nice.
Thank you. You ever seen it?
I haven't.
No. I know. I should show this at our movie night. I think it would fare well. I think it would get high rankings.
High rankings.
Classic film. One of my favorite, like old school.
Sure.
Classic movies, definitely in my top 10 of those.
Yeah, you gave it some high praise and have been discussing it with us at length at times.
Oh yes.
I didn't end up picking up anything for Black Friday, but the one thing that I know a lot of people were waiting on and interested in, and I'm always interested too, is what Vinegar Syndrome is going to drop for their sale. So typically at the beginning of November, they reveal a couple of titles. And then they also reveal that they're going to have some hidden titles that will come out on Black Friday, and that's when their actual like big sale begins, where like they slash. I think it's called like Trashed and Slashed or something, where they slash so many things. But I know a lot of people, if you buy the mystery titles ahead of time, you get a deal on them versus buying them on the day of or something like that. And I know that there's a lot of anticipation for what sometimes those titles will be. In the past, they've been hit or miss, but each year, as Vinegar Syndrome has grown in stature, these titles have gotten bigger and bigger, and I think a lot of people are like, they're deciding if they want to pre-order or not. And from what I recall and what I gather, a lot of people were let down by the reveals. Did you see what they were?
I saw one.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna say Troll 2 was that a reveal?
That was a reveal.
Okay.
Let's pop it on here. So
I revealed the reveal.
These were the 4 that they revealed. Troll 2, Descendant of the Sun, the Stendhal Syndrome, and Blue City. These were their reveals. And honestly, I'm a fan of the work that Vinegar Syndrome does in terms of the care they put into their transfers. The packaging, I think, is some of the best out there, especially when it comes to their VSUs. I love how even the Troll 2, how it's kind of got that like little slit right there for you to easily pull the release out. They always have great slip covers inside of the releases. And their magnet class boxes within the VSUs, they've got slips inside of there. Again, I do think they do a bang up job. The titles they put out, I'm always like, they're usually not for me. Let me just say that.
Dude, Troll 2 is a classic, man. We did a whole segment discussing Troll 2 not that long ago.
We did. So I was just throwing that out there from my perspective, but what I'm saying is there are a lot of people that love Vinegar Syndrome a lot more than me, buy into all of this stuff, pre-order everything, and all I saw was disappointment. And I don't know why. I can't say why, but I did see a lot of people, a lot of other YouTube channels, a lot of comments about this not being their best slate. I think a lot of people, as it pertained to Troll 2, were saying, my Blu-ray's fine. This shouldn't have been the 4K. This should have just been another drop of theirs. This shouldn't have been the hidden one, I guess.
I disagree, dude. I want to see that woman in black lingerie eating corn on the cob in 4K. I really want that, man. I'm picking this up. I love Troll 2. I think that looks slick. What are you... And, dude, I know Blue City has a bad reputation because, look, nobody wanted a sequel to Breakfast Club, and we got one. And wow, did, you know, Bender and Allison go in a completely weird way in that movie. But, dude, they're putting out titles you would never get. And I like that this year now we received Mac and Me, the Garbage Pail Kids movie, Troll 2. We're getting deluxe editions of cult so bad they're good films.
Yes.
That are classics of this genre.
Yeah.
Dude, I swear, fingers crossed, Freddy got fingered, dude. Can't wait. A Vinegar Syndrome, give me a VSU of Freddy got fingered. I would love that.
I'd like to
keep it going. I'm happy with this.
I'm interested to hear if anybody else out there is in this disappointed camp. Why you are? Again, like, I'm not as ingrained in Vinegar Syndrome enough to like have a dog in the fight. But what I will say is maybe working against some people is the fact that it's a mystery. And you've got a month to wait, and all people do is speculate. All people are thinking is, oh, it's going to be this. I want it to be this. I've heard they're working on this. This is going to be it. And then it's like, oh, Blue City, Stendhal Syndrome, and Troll 2.
It's not Vinegar Syndrome's fault. You're saying maybe their strategy of building up hype in this way backfires on them?
I don't know. I think it's interesting that they do that. I think people's own intuition of hyping their own selves up and then being let down, which happens in a lot of things. That happens in movies we watch, TV shows that we're watching. I mean, all that kind of stuff, but to have that mystery and to build up your hopes for something, and then it's Troll 2, and that's not what you wanted. Had that not been a mystery and this just got dropped, you might have had more people interested.
It's a mystery to me. Why is Troll 2 looked at as, what is that, above or below Vinegar Syndrome?
I don't know. As
like, what titles were you guys, or anybody expecting from Vinegar? Very rarely do they get something like even a Roadhouse or a Showgirls. Yeah. It's usually stuff like this. I don't understand the disappointment this go around.
Lindsay, what's our audience? What's the temperature from our audience on the thought that people might have been disappointed by these releases?
I think it seems like the chat is definitely aligned. Like Michael Smith, 1262, said that VS does great restorations, but their titles are lacking. Eric Otto said definitely not the best. Noodles, I like what Noodles said. They said, hot take, some of these boutique labels need to spend more on the licensing of better films than on the packaging.
And all that is true. Hold on.
Pricing is also brought up.
Oh, that. Yeah, I agree with that. But everything that everyone said and you were saying is all true. I'm not arguing with that. What I'm saying is, why does this release, like, why do these releases cause those thoughts?
You think it's on brand?
Yeah, that's on brand. That's what it always is, to me at least.
I did see some people were like, I love Troll 2, but it's not worth $48 or whatever.
And that's completely realistic. That's obviously, you want to think that way. But I mean, there's what, Congo is like that? Congo is a Sliver is a necessity?
Congo was on sale for like $30. I don't know if you were interested enough, but because of that dude, for their Black Friday sale, because I never see VSUs on sale, that one was for like $30.
Well, hold on. That's something I learned at that Monster-Mania con I was just at. I was talking to the guy at the Vinegar Syndrome table, and they said VSUs, they wait a year until they go on sale.
Oh, okay.
So whatever, like Mac and Me came out this year, it's not going to drop in price until next year.
If they still have them.
If they still have them, yes.
Gotcha. Okay. So there's 8,000 units of this too. This is what it looks like up a little close. Here's the slips. You ready for the slips? That's the front and that's the back. The kid screaming is the back and the trolls is the front.
It's silly. But again, on brand for Vinegar Syndrome. There are plenty of other titles that have this animated slip style within them.
Yeah, I mean, and as far as like features are concerned, it carries a bunch of legacy stuff, some new stuff. And like you mentioned, we talked about this in our best worst film video. If you haven't seen that, check it out. Another shameless plug. But yeah, $46, not worth it. People fine with their Blu-ray. Like you said, I think the title makes sense, but maybe it's just more about the hype of, I want this to be there. When it wasn't, I feel let down. That's my take. I don't know.
But what are you wishing for?
I don't know. You got to ask the people that are wishing within the Vinegar Syndrome universe. I'm outside of that group.
Like, I'm wishing for Freddy Got Fingered, as I just did. But that would be on brand in many ways with Troll 2, Showgirls, you know what I'm saying?
Bloodsport.
Garbage Pail Kids.
Cyborg. 4Ks.
Well, we already got a cool edition of Bloodsport.
Yeah, but you
still want Vinegar Syndrome to do
that'd be pretty awesome. I don't know. Maybe they get more JCVD interviews. I don't know. Or Cyborg in 4K would be cool. Scream Factory would have blew out.
We haven't even discussed like Double Impact, that edition that's coming out of that. That's pretty. Have you looked into that?
Yeah.
It's You're not a big fan of Double Impact?
I was okay on it.
Yeah. But back to Troll 2.
Back to Troll 2.
I want to see this film upgraded.
People also felt, again, I'm not a Dario Argento expert at all, but a lot of people were saying this is very much so lesser.
Definitely.
Within his catalog.
Nobody even fucking heard of that.
All right, then.
But again, this is in Vinegar Syndrome's wheelhouse.
Yep.
I mean, this is what it is. The pricing, I agree with you all. You can't blind buy with Vinegar Syndrome very often unless you're rich. But I don't know. I'm just kind of, a little off on that.
You're a little off on that. Did you see
a little off on that I don't understand why it's being lobbied at this slate particularly, you know?
Did you see what Cinematographe sublabel did they put out?
The Cinematographe and the body.
Did you see what they did?
Discada. Cinematographer. It's Cinematographer Discada.
Discada. They're doing New Rose Hotel.
I did see this. It's Blu-ray though, right?
I think it's useless Blu-ray. I think it's like useless Blu-ray.
This is a useless Blu-ray.
You guys better be careful.
No, Blu-rays aren't useless. We're just making a joke. Don't clip me out of context. But more Abel Ferrara. We're gonna get duked.
No.
More Abel Ferrara, Christopher Walken, and Willem Dafoe in the same film. And again, it's one of these classy, like slide out media books.
That's hot.
I'm gonna need Cinematographer Discada to like get their shit together and start doing 4Ks, man. Because this is the third release I'm skipping. Is it a 4K transfer?
Maybe. I gotta look and see. Possibly.
Dude, it was the same thing with Gridlocked. It was another Ferrara one. The bad time, not bad timing. The one with Madonna.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like I'm sick of this, dude. I feel like I'm gonna have to double dip. I'm hesitant to pick this up.
Oh, we might have boobs coming.
I don't know. What I realize is Willem Dafoe is in like damn near every Abel Ferrara movie past like 92.
Willem Dafoe's just in damn near every movie, period.
That is true. Him, Walken. This looks interesting. Have you seen this?
I have.
What did you think?
It's entertaining. It's not top tier Ferrara. Don't jump into this after your next one has to be King of New York.
Agreed.
But yeah, don't watch this before King of New York. There are plenty of. It's not his best, but it's not his worst. His 90s output it's shaky. If you're a fan of his, it's solid. But if you're not a fan of his 90s output you might want to avoid it.
Walken's hair is like three-toned in that movie. He's got like gray into brown into red.
Wow. Whose decision do you think that was?
Probably Walken.
I don't know. Ferrara's a crazy guy too, dude. It could have came from any of them.
Dye this 3 different ways.
Zoe Lund could have showed up that day all fucking drugged out and was like, hey, you know what look cool? 3 colors in your hair.
So that's
We're going off the rails.
That's what's happening with the Black Friday deals at Vinegar Syndrome. Let us know what you guys think. Again, I have no dog in this fight. I love what they do. The pricing is a little high. I'm always looking for the titles that I really like from them. I've bought a handful, of course, but I'm not going to pick any of these up.
Like I said, I just...
You're going Troll 2.
Well, no, when the price drops. I'll have to wait a year.
Gotta wait a year.
I'll have to wait a year. I do agree with everyone on that. The price is just too steep. There needs to be maybe some perks, some free shipping. I don't know, a poster. Although that didn't work well for Shout Factory.
Yeah, they're on Groovy.
Vinegar Syndrome might as well close shop and go groovy on us if that happens. But I don't know. Maybe some deals like buy 2. You know, I don't know, something.
I want to call them Groove Factory.
Groove Factory. I like that.
Yeah, let's coin that. Groove Factory. Another Black Friday.
Sounds like a group, like an R&B
Groove Factory.
Yeah.
So Severin also had a ton of Black Friday deals, as they usually do as well. We very rarely talk about Severin because they have even less things to put out that I'm familiar with. But I liked the look of some of their titles, so I wanted to share them with you and the people at home that are interested in these kinds of films.
Well, let me tell you, I was really angry when this Severin list came out because the entire month I was sitting around thinking about what titles I wanted them to put out.
Yeah.
And then when I saw this list and it was just titles like Troll 2 and shit, I flipped.
They didn't put out Troll 2, but they did put out...
slammed my laptop down all aggressively. Rah!
They put out Lookin' Italian.
Oh, that's a classic.
With Joey Tribbiani.
Yeah, dude, you ever saw this?
People say this to me all the time. Hey, you're looking Italian.
I don't know. The argument usually is...
Hey, you know what? You're kind of looking Italian. Hey, I get that a lot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude, who's this guy down here, like with his mouth open and the guns blazing?
That's Jay Asavoni.
Hey, a Guy McGarr film. Who's picking this up? Who's picking up Lookin Italian?
I am, dude. This is a great movie.
Have you seen it?
Well, like I said, I was about to say, the argument amongst us LeBlanc fans are...
Yeah?
Right.
What's the argument?
Let me tell you. The argument with us LeBlanc fans is that his top two, it's always a tie. It's either Lookin Italian, you're either in that camp, or you go Lookin Italian, or you go the chimp baseball movie.
Okay.
Ed.
Yeah,
you're either in that. I'm in the Ed camp.
I need that in 4K.
Dude, for real. I'm a chimp cinema guy. I am in the Ed camp, but Lookin Italian is no slouch, man.
No slouch.
No slouch. Joey did his thing in this one, man.
Lookin Italian. Another title they had for their sale, She Killed in Ecstasy.
Hey, damn.
She Killed in Ecstasy, everyone. Ultra high definition. Another title, Devil's Reign.
We're all speechless here.
The Devil's Reign. And lastly, my favorite of all of them, based on the title alone, Vampiros Lesbos.
Wow.
What a great film. Anyone seen it?
I've seen parts.
I believe
I've watched it or watched half of it at one point. It's something.
The Vampiros part or the Lesbos part? Which half did you see?
No, it's a movie.
It's a movie. It's a movie.
It is. Unless I'm thinking of something else I was watching.
How could you forget?
Yeah, I know. You think that title would stand out. Like I'm confusing it with Kindergarten Cop or something.
I mean, come on. How many people picked these titles up? There was a bunch of other ones too. Most that I did not recall or having ever. Yes, maybe I'll pick these up.
Yeah, I think we need to strike a deal with Severin. We need these sent to us, Matt.
So
we'll review all of them.
So that's what's going on with the Black Friday sales. Russ, do you want to go over to the chat and see what they're up to?
I think we should, Matt.
Should we talk to them?
This whole live stream has felt so loose, so goose.
It's that extra half hour.
I know, starting at 4:30, I'm not really a morning guy.
Yeah, it's that extra half hour that I think is allowing us to be a little loosier.
Just waste people's time.
And goosier.
Dude, it allows our goofier, the goofier side of our personality to shine through. And I think people like that.
LG 548, no more live stream fails, please. We have more 4K news. We have important 4K news to discuss. Well, we had a little bit of a glitch before we went live today.
A man of business. I like that. Right to the point.
Benny Broman, still looking for Carlito.
Benny, was it Benny? Are you the one who always points it out? He's going to come back, I promise. There was a segment. What was it I wanted to do? I wanted to do a video of the top five funniest moments in gangster movies.
Yeah.
And I thought Carlito would be apropos for that segment.
To host it.
Maybe.
Be a good host. I like how a lot of people were waiting for us to show up. Like, wait, when is it coming? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When's it going to happen? Because we're behind the scenes, like clicking a bunch of buttons, trying to get some crap going. And here we are. We made it 30 minutes early. It's not 5 o'clock yet. Luckily, we almost started at 5.
Yeah, we were pushing buttons.
Mikey Van B, evening, afternoon from a cold, wintry Scotland. What's up, Mikey Van B?
Stay warm.
We got Eric Otto. We got And Now This. Good thing I set my notifications. Absolutely. We're always changing it up. Sometimes it's Monday. Sometimes it's 4:30. You never know when we're going to show up.
Yeah. Where am I?
I think 4:30 might be our new starting time in the new year.
Why do you think that, Matt?
I like it.
Actually, Lindsay and I were discussing prior to this stream. We have no idea why we're starting at 4:30.
No idea.
No idea, because we have sort of, I wouldn't say it's a hard stop, but we try to stop around 7 o'clock. And lately, we've been going to like 7:10, 7:15, because we got a lot to say. Well, yeah. So we're going to try to start a little earlier to make sure we can get our jam-packed, what once was 2-hour stream, now is developing into a 2.5-hour stream.
Well, that makes sense.
All right.
I like it. I'm not opposed. Just wondering.
Just wondered.
What's the chat have to say?
The chat has to say...
Love the Kinks. Great band.
Love the Kinks. Great band.
I did make a Kinks reference earlier. What is that?
Good afternoon from Miami, Florida. Hello from Miami, Florida.
What's the weather like in Miami right now? Is it cold and rainy like it is where we are?
I know, it's pretty gross out today.
This isn't a physical media channel anymore, Matt. This is the weather channel.
Michael Smith wants to know, did HR have a chat with Russ after he went postal last time? Did you get that call from HR yet?
I am HR. I am the one who knocks on Matt's door.
I know. The video sometimes stops for a second or two. I know we're working that out too. In the 2026, we hope to have less glitches in the live stream.
Dude, when I watched the last one, it's getting worse, Matt. I'm going to have to go postal on you again and set this shit straight.
Set it straight. Mikey Van B, Russ, I finally watched Miss 45, and unfortunately, it didn't land for me.
Go home.
What about
Leave. No.
What about the saxophone score?
Yeah. Well, hold on. When you said land, let me ask this. Was it something, were you pissed off you watched it? Was it a complete waste of time? Or it was just like, not for me?
Google's Trials said, typical Matt-splaining.
Matt-splaining.
Is they doing a lot of Matt-splaining?
That's when you left to fix everything and you came back.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay. Dickie Holmes said, I had to tell these clowns to rearrange their Lord of the Rings extended editions DVDs live on air. You did, and I fixed it.
Matt was never so embarrassed.
And if you're on that wavelength, I 100% recommend it. It's just a hard one to just as a blanket statement. Like, yes, everybody go out and watch Happiness. I mean, that's a very, I'd say, specific.
Very
audience,
specific.
man.
You gave me no context when you put it on. You said, here, watch this thing.
Because I know you and I wanted to fuck with you.
And you
but
did.
I'm talking about our viewers.
You don't want to mess with them? Just me?
I don't mind traumatizing you.
Thanks.
But I mean, our healthy, my friends out here.
Okay.
Not the ones who, dick me over in roaster toast sessions. But the real people out here, I don't want to potentially, and that's real. We have a viewer who's very religious, and I love talking to him about like certain movies where I can, dude, you might like it because of this angle, because it has this connection to this. I like tailoring it.
Gotcha. I gotcha. A couple of people said they picked up Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. Good picks. Let's see. Hope you two, this is from now this, hope next year you two, including Lindsay the producer, will do more out and about videos. I loved the Barnes & Noble video. One time you and I joked about, we went to do this a couple of years ago, and when we realized that they kept all their Criterion behind the counter, and we knew we wouldn't be able to do it. Do you remember us joking about what we were going to do instead?
No.
Go to the library.
Yeah.
And do like a,
that would be so disrespectful.
do a video. It would be funny because we'd be whispering the whole time. That would be a funny video if we went to the library and did some collection stuff.
Let's try it. We have to give us suggestions of places to go. Not too many places around us have physical media, so it might have to be movie related in other terms.
Someone had a great idea. I don't know if it's where you're at in the chat, but they said that we should go to like the Walmart bargain bin and pick out like a real shitty movie and make the other one watch it.
That's true. Where else so Walmart's got physical media in person.
That one Farmers Market has that amazing collection.
Yeah, they do. There's a
like
Farmers Market near us that has
any
like that.
title you can think of, they've got.
That's true.
That's Booth's Corner.
Yeah, in PA. They have a ton of stuff there. That's true. That'd be fun.
Booth's Corner, Cowtown has a lot of that stuff too.
Yeah.
I was about to say pawn shops, but we're not getting in.
Target?
We're not filming in a pawn shop.
Target's got
shot.
nothing.
Well, they won't let you.
Target replaced like their whole like movie area with just like Taylor Swift records.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'll shop for that too. Let's see. New West 010. Just kind of got shuffled straight down in the bottom. Hey, what happened there?
I got you. Maybe we should go to like film locations around us.
That'd be fun. Is there any nearby that you know?
They shot scenes where we went to high school for a movie, Matt. You don't know that? The high school you and I attended, there are scenes in Dead Poets Society. They filmed there.
We could go to the locations where they filmed the Zombie Army.
I thought they did that in
it was
like
exterior. They didn't shoot at our high school, but there are some exterior shots that they shot there.
Saint something?
What?
Was it our high school, or was it like one of them like high schools nearby, like the St. Jude's, or what is it? Well, not St. Jude's, it's a hospital. What's St. Mark's? What are those, like, those schools that were like
No,
is it our high school?
You're probably right. They probably shot there as well, but no, like literally in the parking lot of our high school, there was stuff. Maybe it didn't end up in the movie. I don't know.
I don't remember.
I know
that's interesting.
That happened. Yeah.
Julia Fox is so thick with 2 C's. Why didn't Matt go to MONSTER-MANIA? Matt was working that day and did not take off prior. So Russ represented us there. So unfortunately, I was not there. But next time, we're going to plan something so we can both be there.
I didn't meet anybody, but I made eye contact with Juliette Lewis.
Oh,
I love
That
her.
was incredible.
how was it? How was the eye contact? Feel warm?
It was amazing. Nah, dude, it was terrifying. Because, I was there the whole weekend, so I waited till it was like the end of the night. She had no line, and I was just walking by, and I looked over, and immediately as I looked over, she was looking at me.
Yeah.
And not like in some, she was probably looking at me like, oh, is this guy
Crazy?
is this guy going to walk? Yeah. But, dude, you think about it. For me, I looked over, and I'm like Mallory Knox is looking right at me. I'm like, oh, shit. It felt surreal.
Yep.
But I regret. I wanted to meet her. I should have done that.
We need a Joe Pesci gold tooth to go with the paint can. I agree. I pop it in.
It didn't come with one?
It should have.
Oh, man.
Let's see. The man-ass top 5's going viral. Not. You actually got my hopes up. I was like, is it? I haven't actually looked since we went live. All right.
It's
fine.
going viral in our hearts and
It
our
is.
asses.
Wayne, or is it Wanye? Wanye777. Can Lindsay come on camera? No. Next. Comments popping. Lindsay must be an incredible producer to be able to keep up.
Fact.
Here's the deal. When we hit 20,000, maybe we'll get Lindsay to come on screen.
We've resorted to that now.
Yeah.
That's it. We've resorted to it.
That's the Hail Mary.
Hail Mary pass.
I like
Did
how,
Lindsay agree to this?
Yeah,
Is this
I know.
something?
I was just gonna say, it's like Matt's like my keeper.
Matt Splendor. Lindsay, do you want to come on camera? I apologize.
being
You want to come
honest.
out right now?
I'm being honest. Was this a discussion that or did he just throw this out
I
there
just
right
made
now?
a joke. Can I even joke anymore?
No, because we don't trust you.
I'm just Matt's concubine.
You manipulate. You
Are we?
mansplain.
We're friends. Lindsay, if you want to come on camera right now, come out here.
No,
or
I'm
we
good.
can put you behind a paywall, which is
See, that's classic manipulation. See, he led with something, controlled the narrative, and it was like, oh, no, come out here and do it right now. Prove me wrong. See, you don't want to, and this is why I do what I do. Genius, Matt. Genius.
Thanks, Russ. You understand me. I'd buy a Soul Man 4K as soon as it's announced, said Benny Brillman. You and me both, buddy. You and me both.
You think that would get a 4K? Seriously?
I don't think so.
I mean,
It'll get the Crocodile Dundee encore treatment.
it'd be 5 minutes long.
Dude, James Earl Jones signed on to do that movie. So did so many other respectable black actors. They knew what they were doing. It's missed the point these days. Let's see. I wore my Criterion Closet sweater to Turkey Day dinner. It was a big hit. Thanks, Kings. You're welcome, Mojo Pin.
Nice,
That's
dude.
awesome.
Thank you so much. Matt's beard is super salt and pepper in that pic compared to the streams, says Michael Smith. It's salt and pepper in real life, my friend. Thank you very much. Like that.
I'm going to
Let's
have
see.
to look up Lee Pace.
I don't look like him. Let's see. 4K King sneering at the Blu-ray peasant, says Jake Ford. Useless Blu-rays. We still buy Blu-rays, but we're looking for 4Ks.
We both. Did you? I bought the Friendship Blu-ray
Yeah.
from
I did.
A24.
I did too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see, we
I'm not
support
waiting.
Blu-rays.
Steelbook Obsessed, what's up, buddy? Eyes Wide Shut is an okay transfer, but it's loaded with some seller special features. Can't wait to check that out again. Really excited to own that. Ready to pitch. It's a good Christmas film. Doesn't it take place in Christmas?
Yeah. Is that what you guys watched for your family
Yeah,
movie?
it's a Christmas family movie. We watched Fried Green Tomatoes.
Okay. Is that a Christmas movie?
There is a moment of Christmas in it,
Okay.
briefly. Plus, also Halloween, Thanksgiving, and a lot of other seasons. Did we
Spans
get?
a whole year.
Let's see.
So there's Christmas.
It's a very festive
A very
film.
festive film.
Redline just dropped a super chat on you guys, and they said, "I don't trust this channel, so here is $20."
That's what I do to people I don't trust. I just hand them money. Thank you, Redline, for that super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You never know what you get here.
You never know what you're going to get. No, appreciate that. Throw us a question. Russ always says, throw us a question.
We always forget to say that
Come
up
on.
front. If you guys want to interrupt us, if you need any question answered, anything,
It can be personal.
I mean, well, you can't trust Matt, but I'll be fully transparent in all of them. That's true. Most of the questions come at me, probably because they smell your bullshit, even through a screen.
Deeply personal. What is this? Everyone's turning against me. The chat's still with me, right, chat? Here we go. Christian Bale level rants from Dickie Holmes. That's right. You're about to see one. Shaka 13 would be fun if you shopped the Walmart DVD bargain bin, but force the other person to watch whatever you pick.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't
seen it all.
I haven't been to Walmart recently.
Yeah,
but I vaguely remember the last time I was there wasn't even a bargain bin of DVDs or anything. I could be wrong, like I said, but
maybe the video is us going to multiple Walmarts. Kept bouncing around.
It's Walmart hopping.
Walmart hopping can be an hour long.
Walmart Kings.
Walmart Kings, baby. None of your business. Matt runs the show like a dictator. I do not. I'm not going to take that.
We're not allowed to comment on it.
No one's allowed to speak on that. This whole stream will be redacted. January 6th, Under Siege. I haven't pre-ordered mine yet, but it's on the way. Got to get that Under Siege. Great shout out for that. I need top 5 full Bush moments, says Eric Otto.
Full Bush moments. Well, one we know. They're probably the grandmother of all Bush shots.
Literal grandmother. The goat.
Yeah, the goat.
Charlotte Rampling.
The greatest of old times, the goat.
Who's seen Swimming Pool with Charlotte Rampling? If you want to see full Bush, there you have it.
Rampling Bush.
Rampling Bush.
Rampling Bush. Who else? That's a good question. For me, Rebecca De Mornay in Risky Business. That's a classic Bush for me.
Okay.
Revenge of the Nerds, I'm thinking, we got Bush. That would have to be mentioned.
Okay. That would be a great intro clip for the segment. What's Ben Affleck and Gone Girl? Did he show dong in that? We're in the dong portion of the chat.
I got Bush on my mind.
Maria Bello.
Well, the interesting thing. This is what I'm about to say. I'm sorry.
Maria Bello Bush.
Maria Bello
in History of Violence. She's
now
Joan
that's
Bush.
crazy. You know why? I was just about to say with the Bush discussion, we have to keep it in the historical context. Bush pretty much went extinct, I'd say, by at least 1994, 95, maybe, and then it became the landing strip.
Yeah. Okay.
Now that lasted for about 5 years.
Okay.
And then, of course, as we all know, it's just clean shaven. There are not a pube in sight.
Linoleum.
Right? Exactly. So we would have to focus on like 80s movies. The cutoff would probably be about 1993, I'd imagine. Right?
It could be.
But you're right. History of Violence. Maria Bello bucked the trend.
She's 69 and with her bush out.
She went retro in that scene.
Damn right. Terminator, Arnold's dong.
Oh, wait. What about in Waiting when the girl gets her bush out in a funny way?
She's like picking stuff out of it. That was a fake bush.
Oh, you talking about that movie Waiting? The restaurant?
Yeah.
What's your favorite actor?
Dude, we could do a top 5 Batwing scenes too.
There's some bat wings.
Like stretched scrotums.
Nice stretch scrotum.
This live stream is disgusting.
Yeah.
It's the last live stream of the year. We started a half hour early. We're going crazy here. 28 years later, zombie dong. Oh wait, you see Cillian Murphy's dong, the opening shot of that movie after not the opening time he's in the movie. He's like laying in the bed, top down.
Yep.
He's naked, dong.
I think Danny Boyle likes dong.
He might. Let's see.
And again, not in some bad way,
I thought somebody saying
he likes capturing dong on film. Let me say it that way.
Dickie Holmes says the VSU Cloak and Dagger was Tits McGee. Jack Flack always escapes.
Exactly.
Let's see. VS had an off year in 2025. Hot take. Some of these boutique labels need to spend more on licensing of better films and packaging. You mentioned that one, Lindsay, already. Mojo Pin 2000 VS packages, schlock cinema, and it's just not what I want in my library. Sorry, not sorry.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to dictate. I'm not mad. I'm not telling everybody they need to buy Troll 2. I'm just saying, like, I don't see why that's so off-brand or, a drop in quality from what we expect out of them.
Olivier Savard gets me. Cyborg 4K would be a day one. Hell yeah, brother. Let's get that. VS should have put out Electric Dreams or Clash of the Titans, says Rico Gomez. Clash of the Titans.
That would be a cool release for them.
Could you see them putting that out?
Vinegar Syndrome?
Be pretty badass.
Yeah.
I own that on Blue, like a Warner Brothers digibook.
I was about to say Arrow. I mean, you would expect Arrow to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
My Freddie got fingered. Freddie got fingered, man. That's what I want to VSU with that. I don't know why. I could see it.
They're listening. Vinegar Syndrome's listening to you.
Dude, we will add a feature for you guys. We are film historians. I'm not kidding. I could do a commentary on Freddie Got Fingered easily, and a factual one about the music, about a ton of stuff, dude.
The golden raspberry part.
Oh, portion? That's brilliant, man. He actually showed up in a limo and collected his award for like worst film of the year.
Like it was an Oscar?
Yeah, he treated it like that. It was brilliant, dude. I got a ton of stuff about that film I know and love.
I will say I've seen at least 3 or 4 people mention that Willem Dafoe has got a dong. And some people have said hog. Some people have commented.
Dude, Antichrist, right?
Well, I think that's a dong stand-in.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know, like, Boogie Nights. Prosthetic dongs, is that like a caveat? Well, is that kind of like baseball players who use steroids? Like, do we have to separate the two, or do they all go in the Hall of Fame? Well, does Mark Wahlberg's fake dong go in the same Hall of Fame as Harvey Keitel's natural long dong?
I've seen Antichrist once. In the very beginning, Willem Dafoe and his wife are having sex in the shower, and it's literally close up of genitalia, and I think it's actually 2 porn actors. But later, I know that there's a lot of gruesome things that involve dong, scissors, and female genitalia. And I wonder if the scene where he's like ejaculating blood, if that's his real dong.
That was in Antichrist?
It was. It was really awful.
I don't know, dude. For some weird reason, I remember that being an American Pie.
Anyhow, let's see what else the chat's got to say.
Redline did just put in a question.
Oh, here, let's have it.
Along with another $5 super chat.
What?
I know, so generous.
Redline, come on, bro. You're making me blush over here, really. Rich. Thank you so much.
They said, perhaps this wasn't another video, but what is your top 4K transfer for yourselves?
For me, it's The Revenant.
Wow, of all time?
It's not even close.
For me, it's I gotta go 2. The more personal one is Dazed and Confused. That blew me away. The Shining, because that was what got me into it as well, and that was one The Shining.
It's funny you
said
that.
I'm gonna go The Shining.
Yeah, The Revenant's literally the first 4K I bought, and the reason why I bought a 4K player, a 4K TV. As soon as that got announced, I was like, this is going to be my starting point. And I'm actually honestly glad that it was, because I was so blown away. I fell in love immediately with the format. And then, as you keep going on, you're like, why this one's not as good as that, or, oh, this one's great, or, you kind of get some hit or miss ones. But The Revenant, it's as if you're there. Like, I don't even know how else to explain it, just because of the natural lighting and the nature and everything that's going on there. It looks like there's an opening shot where you're just kind of doing a slow tracking thing across like some like bubbling brook or whatever. And the water looks like I could touch water. Like, it just looks so crystal clear and vividly real. It's breathtaking. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, and same. Not with The Revenant, but with The Shining. It was the one that got me into it. That released, and I was like, okay, now I got to make the jump. I need that. When I saw it, I was hooked.
Yep.
Just like you, dude. I felt like I was there. I felt like I drove an axe through Dicko Halloran's chest, and I've been wanting to feel that for many years.
Benjamin Nubbin says Halle Berry has the best golden raspberry speech. What did she get that for? Catwoman or something?
She probably got a Lifetime Achievement award
for that.
Yeah. What good movies has Halle Berry done?
You should read the comment above that, because it took me a while to decipher it. There's like a lot of like missing punctuation. But
questionable material too?
I think I'm being called a broad.
Why is the broad part of the show? What? So she could cut and paste idiots that think they're funny, their comments in the chat. I don't care what they say. Well, yeah, that's what the broad's doing.
That's what the broad is here for.
And you're missing some punctuation there, my friend.
Ass clown.
I was going to say, make the comments easier to read, and then we'll throw yours up on the screen. Let's see. I was not ready for Antichrist when I took my brother. He is old enough back then to see it. I just paid for tickets for his birthday. That movie's a trip. That movie is an absolute trip. And then
how is he today?
Yeah, how old is he today? And then the last one I'll read before we continue on. Am I the only one who likes Double Impact more than Bloodsport? Bloodsport is a classic, but I got to be honest, I always enjoyed Double Impact more.
I think I'm in that camp.
Yeah.
Because Double Impact has more of a heart to it, and Bloodsport's doesn't really have the heart. We talked about that before. Bloodsport has a little bit of a meaner tone. Or not?
Kickboxer.
I'm fucking saying
Kickboxer.
Kickboxer.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. You're completely wrong. I was thinking Kickboxer.
You're wrong,
dude. No, Double Impact's better than Bloodsport. No.
Yeah.
Nah, we're wrong. Man, we're going to war with the chat too tonight.
Going to war.
Shit.
Because everyone's like, jumping on me, so now I'm jumping back.
That's right, man.
All right. Well, it's been lovely checking in. We'll be back. Oh, here's Vampiros Lesbos again. Now I'm back in my happy place.
Things down.
All right, Russ. We ready to talk Arrow?
Let's talk Arrow.
You ready to talk Arrow? All right. Lindsay, are the people ready for Arrow?
Yeah, I think they're chomping at the bit for some real news here.
All right. I bet they are. All right. Here we go. We're talking Arrow, baby.
Sorry, guys.
And this is honestly, I think, one of the biggest titles that I saw people very, very excited about and have been excited about for some time, and that's Excalibur. The Boorman classic Excalibur, out February 24th, and its 4K debut, an epic dark fantasy film, which I think just on its face, this kind of is giving me like the Conan like art vibes because of even how they're presenting it with how the original poster art's sort of in this, square within with like a border. And this is coming out, and I've seen so many people ecstatic that this is finally being released.
Do you think they're going to do an Excalibur Chronicles and have Excalibur the Destroyer in a set at the same time as this being released?
I don't think so. I think this is just going to stand alone.
Okay.
This is going to stand alone.
I'm with you. Like the way the design looks, it looks like instead of the black border, this is the blue.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
And all the glimmering, like shining swords and stuff. Previously, this was out on Blu-ray and HD DVD.
It was on HD DVD.
It was on HD DVD.
It was one of the 100 titles that made it to HD DVD.
It was. I
had an HD DVD player, man.
It was. And
it was the superior format, I believe, compared to Blu-ray.
Yeah, I don't know.
It just lost out.
It did.
Namely, I think because it's Sony, because of the PlayStation.
Porn.
Was it porn?
That's what I remember. If I recall correctly, on our 2022 State of Physical Media video, when we talked about Blu-ray and HD DVD a little bit, that I think porn went Blu-ray. And wasn't that in a movie? What movie did we watch? Was that like Knocked Up or something where someone's like, the formats always go the way that porn decides to go?
Well, that's true. And I knew that happened with Betamax and VHS. But
yeah.
I thought by that point, most porn was online, digital anyway. I didn't think it was that big of a deciding factor in the HD DVD Blu-ray wars.
Blu-rays aren't so useless after all.
They weren't useless against HD DVDs, man.
No. And so this is, like I said, I think this is another title that Arrow is hitting a home run for fans. Several things to be excited about. Let's get like an opening shot here. This is everything. This is all opened up, looking sharp. 4K restoration of the 141-minute theatrical version of this film. And there's a separate Blu-ray with the 120-minute television cut of this film, which was previously unavailable on physical media.
That's cool.
Yeah, and what's kind of funny is the TV cut, I guess, trims, obviously, because it's on television, a lot of graphic violence, sex, and a lot of other things that happen in the theatrical. But what's interesting that I never knew was that this, in 1982, HBO had this on. In the daytime, they showed the PG version, and at nighttime, they showed the R version.
HBO did that?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Did they do that with other titles?
I don't know.
Was this just like a mishap on Excalibur's part?
I don't know. I honestly... I'm going to give my classic line here. I've not seen Excalibur, so I don't know to the lengths at which there's excessive sex and violence and so forth that they felt the need to cut it for the daytime audiences, but they did.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, can I ask you this? Does this movie make sense if you removed Daryl Hannah's ass?
If you cover it up with CGI hair?
Yeah, like does the plot still make sense?
Unclear. But this is also arriving in its original aspect ratio for the very first time.
Wow.
So Arrow's
this is a big deal.
It's a big one.
They did good to the fans on this one.
You're getting 2 new commentaries, an archival commentary, never before released 48-minute making of documentary directed by Neil Jordan, 50-minute retrospective documentary on the making of, 4 new interviews including John Boorman, Neil Jordan, production designer and the second unit director, 2 new featurettes, and these special features are stretched across 3 total discs. So Sounds like an outstanding release for people that are excited about this. Lindsay, what's the temperature on Excalibur?
People are stoked.
People are stoked. I want to know how, and I'm sure I'm going to know the answer before I even finish saying this question, but how essential is this film? What's the audience's take on this? Is this like highly regarded across everyone? Because everything I'm reading, it's obviously a little bit of a mess. It had a little bit of like a troubled, I guess maybe production or history in the box office and so forth, but it seems to be universally praised critically. I don't know. What's your thought?
I've never seen this one, Matt.
Welcome to the club.
Not gonna. Well, this is not really my genre.
Sure.
Swords, sandals,
Merlin.
deserts. Merlin. Is it literally about Merlin?
Yeah, it's about that whole myth.
Yeah, I even as a kid.
Yeah.
Even the cartoon of Sword in the Stone as a kid, I didn't really.
Uther Pendragon.
So this is one of those ones I always just knew the title. Yeah. When you said Neil Jordan, I didn't even know he was attached to this movie.
To some degree.
Yeah, I had no idea. And Neil Jordan's a fantastic filmmaker. Borman, the director of Exorcist 2, correct?
You're right.
Yeah, Exorcist 2, I mean, it'll be hard to top that.
Very hard.
Nah, but Borman is talented. Yeah, dude, this is one of those ones I always took as classy for the people who love it. Not my cup of tea, but this is what they probably deserve and enjoy, and I'm happy it exists. That's my kind of take on Excalibur.
But you like Conan.
I do. Yes.
I wonder. Not to say that these are the same movies, but there's swords and sorcery and shit. I wonder how much of
Conan the Barbarian is like it's epic. It's like balls to the wall. It's I don't know.
You think this is
grand? I don't get that vibe. Everything it may be. I don't know. I'm not stating that it's not.
Yeah.
Just what I gathered from it my entire life growing up, I didn't get that vibe. From it.
Gotcha. Well, I think overall, I mean, we're showing a little visuals here, but I think overall, as far as what Arrow is bringing, the release itself, the packaging, the hard box treatment, poster art cards, all that kind of stuff, I think it looks awesome. And I'm sure anybody that is excited about this film is going to be excited to pick this up. Mm-hmm. I mean, taking a look at this trailer, I mean, I'd be curious to see what this looks like in 4K. This looks a little muddy, a little grainy, a little dark kind of looking, but it looks interesting.
Like this looks like something I would watch and respect, but not really feel. And I'm looking at this. This seems like something you would enjoy a lot. I feel like this is up your alley more than mine.
Orion Pictures, baby. John Borman's classic Excalibur.
But I don't in any way want to understate how great Exorcist 2 is. So I would go into this with not only an open mind, but optimism. Based on Exorcist 2, Matt.
Lindsay, did I see a comment about Conan and Excalibur comparison? What was the comment? What did I miss?
Yeah, LG 548 says, if you like Conan, you'll enjoy Excalibur. Excalibur is epic and balls to the wall. And then Benjamin Newbin said, Conan rocks, Red Sonja rocks, Never Ending Story rocks, and Excalibur rocks.
Yeah. And I'm not, dude. You're right. It's just not my cup of tea. I could name like a genre that nobody gives a shit about that I would say the same thing on as well. I'm not trying to take anything away from it. Let me ask this. This is it's going to sound like a joke, but this is what I mean about the distinction between Conan and this. Does a horse get punched in Excalibur? It sounds like a joke, but that's what I mean about balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Not that it's Gladiator is a violent R-rated, I know it's in the same wheelhouse, but I don't consider that balls to the wall. I mean like that, like where this is some macho shit where I don't know what's going to come next. It wouldn't surprise me if another animal gets punched. You know what I mean? Like whereas this, I feel safe going in.
Gotcha.
I feel safe that this is going to be within a universe that I just don't personally get into, but I'm not, trust me, not taking anything away from it. Okay. Way worse films. I would watch this over a ton of other flicks, but
it's got my interest.
Towards it.
It's got my interest.
Knowing you, we're good friends for many years. This seems like something you would enjoy immensely.
Yeah, it looks cool. I mean, it's definitely got my interest. I mean, the set itself, everything that's coming with it seems like, again, a knockout. Arrow starting off the 2026 year strong. I saw a couple people mentioning where's Mortal Kombat. That would just seal the deal for Arrow having the best 2026 of all time.
That'll come next year.
It's got to come.
That's coming.
That's got to come.
Last Boy Scout's coming next year, easily.
Yep.
Shane Black, they're going through his titles. This year we got Lethal Weapon, we got Long Kiss Goodnight, we got, what was the other Shane Black one we got?
Oh, Good Guys.
Good or Nice Guys.
Nice Guys, sorry. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So Last Boy Scout's next. Arrow owns that.
Yep.
Mortal Kombat's in the,
It's on the way.
Freddy versus Jason we'll get next year from Arrow. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, baby. So outside of Excalibur, which I think is like, the flagship title of the release slate that they're doing, it's a pretty eclectic slate beyond this, which I think a lot of these titles are heavy hitters that a lot of people are excited about beyond Excalibur, including Westworld, a movie that I have seen. I thought was pretty good as a kid. I really enjoyed the television show, at least just the first season. I kind of fell off after that, but I really enjoyed this movie when I saw it as a kid.
They should have made a TV show of Sphere.
Yeah, check that out. I'm just going to say that under my breath. New commentaries, interviews, hard box for this one too. Pretty cool stuff. You got Yul Brynner right there on the cover and in a photo. Good old Yul, like that. They also have coming out Save the Green Planet, which I was unclear when I saw this announced, and a lot of people ecstatic about this. I saw a comment that I wasn't even aware of, that this is sort of the basis for that new Yorgos Lanthimos movie, Begonia. It's basically the exact same plot, where someone thinks that their boss or someone is like an alien, and they're trying to make them confess, etc. And a lot of hijinks ensue.
How did you learn the plot of Begonia?
From watching the trailer.
Oh, I didn't pick up anything from that trailer.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what was going on at all.
Well, he kind of says, I think, in the trailer.
But wait, so this film, this is like a Battle Royale Hunger Games situation where that film is getting accused of ripping this off?
I think it literally is the basis for Begonia. This movie is. I think it's stated that it is, but I just didn't know that.
What does basis mean?
Like, I don't know that it's a complete remake, but the plot is basically the same-ish. And so it's like a lot of inspiration taken from it.
So Yorgos has admitted, I watched this and I'm doing a take on this.
I don't know that I'm remaking this as much as I'm making a version of this movie. I don't know if that makes sense.
So like Reservoir Dogs and City on Fire.
Maybe okay. That. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And this came around, I think the exact same year as like Old Boy. So there was like a lot going on in, Asian cinema at the time that a lot of people were excited about, this being one at the time, which I just hadn't heard of, but I saw a lot of people that are really interested in picking this up. Looks fun based on what I'm looking at here.
I want to check it out.
I mean, looks kind of funny.
I'm with you. I'd never heard of this.
Yep. Never seen this.
Dumbass Americans.
The Visitor, which I only really know from my VHS days at the video store. This cover, this eyeball.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it, but this looks really cool. The girl with the pigtails on the inside is freaking me out a little bit. I kind of prefer the eyeball. They know we are here. And then they're continuing their slate of Hong Kong cinema classics with Peking Opera Blues, which Shout Factory already put out. Here's another one of those.
So what do we need? What's the big one we need?
Hard Boiled.
We need Hard Boiled from Arrow and Bull in the Head. Yeah,
that's what's still waiting. And then lastly, American Yakuza, but only on Blu-ray. They did my boy Viggo dirty and just gave him a Blu-ray. Useless Blu-rays. I don't know why, but for some reason they didn't feel like they wanted to upgrade Viggo in American Yakuza. One of his very first starring roles.
When did this come out?
God, I'm not even sure. I'm going to need the chat to correct me on that. This looks 80s to me. Yeah. Maybe early 90s at best, but
Viggo was in so many movies before breaking out.
That's my boy from Karate Kid Part 2.
Is it?
It is. All right, where's Viggo at?
That was Eric Bogosian, wasn't it?
I don't know.
No, it wasn't.
When's Viggo going to show up? He's on the damn movie poster. There he is.
Oh,
he's got a hard hat on.
Construction worker Viggo. I like it.
I love it.
Look at him pushing those pallets out. Fuck you.
There we go. Double guns. We need a sword later. Here he is.
Nice hair going.
Yeah, Viggo's looking good. I like it. I saw a lot of people excited about this too.
Yeah. Actually, talking about the hair, this is the 80s. That's actually pretty cool hair for the 80s. Most people walked around looking like dickheads with mullets,
Not Viggo.
Nah, Viggo.
Not Viggo.
He saw the future.
He saw the future.
Robert Forster.
Robert mother effing Forster up in the mix.
There we go.
I don't know who that is. We sat there, we stared at that Asian woman like, oh, it's her. I don't know who that is.
I was actually saying that to Viggo.
Looks like there's a love scene with him and her. Damn right.
I think this is where
I think this is 90s based on the hair alone.
I don't know about Excalibur, you guys, but American Yakuza might have my money.
Nah, you need to blind buy Excalibur and this. And dude, that bonkers. That other movie looked crazy too.
Save the Green Planet?
Yeah.
It does look cool.
I tell you what, we're going to use this break to catch up on some movies. I'm starting to feel like you. I got to see some of this shit.
This is everything plus one other title that we didn't mention, the Santa Collection, which I think is like I don't know if that's an anthology, but also just coming out on Blu-ray. But a lot of great titles for February from Arrow.
Do you consider American Yakuza to be a useless Blu-ray?
I do not.
Or are you going to support that? Or are you going to wait for a 4K?
I would love to just have unlimited funds to blind buy all these things, just watch these movies that I wish I'd always seen, and now it's the time to watch them. But it's really hard to do such a thing. And so I have to choose my blind buys wisely.
Nah, I know, same.
And this is February, but they do want the money up front. They don't want it when it ships, which is unfortunate.
It is.
Unless you buy from Amazon.
Do you think boutique labels would get more business if they employed that strategy?
Probably get screwed out of a lot of money.
They probably would.
Yeah, they probably get screwed out of a lot of stuff. So, I mean, it makes sense. But out of this list, I would be the most interested in, yes, Excalibur, Save the Green Planet, and American Yakuza. So, Arrow, if you're listening and you want to do this channel a solid now that we're just so prolific in the YouTube sphere, send us a few titles. I'd love to talk about them.
We would, dude. We just did. We'd like to talk more. We'd like to elaborate.
Like to say,
we want to see the American Yakuza.
We want to be on a commentary. We want to be on commentary. All right. Well, that's your Arrow news. Let's give it a round of applause for Arrow and you, Russ, and you, Lindsay. We're giving an applause for everyone.
Wow, that was so unmad of you.
Yeah, wow.
I am so appreciative of everyone in this room and everyone there, and I feel like that comes across. But now I'm being made into a villain.
No, we know you're appreciative. Matt's actually a very genuine guy. Part of why I married him.
Lindsay, you just doxed us.
I didn't marry him.
We just got doxed.
Probably because he's not a nice guy.
Russ knows sarcasm rules. All right. Next up, here we go. Shout Factory, baby. And with Shout Factory, first we got an update, and that's on Nightcrawler.
Ooh, what is the update from Groove?
Oh, shit.
Here it is. This is your art. I got two updates. One, this is the art.
Where's Jake?
Update 2, I mentioned that the Barnes & Noble leak showed this coming out in June. It's coming out in February. So it's coming out sooner than later. Some mixed reviews on the art.
They did what I said I didn't want them to do. Do you remember what I said? I said, this concerns me because it's a Steelbook, and what they did with End of Watch, which is another Gyllenhaal film from this era, which made it look very generic, very silly. Like, it doesn't represent the tone of the film.
It doesn't.
Now, with End of Watch, it wasn't as egregious because it matched a little bit, and End of Watch didn't really... Let's face it, this movie's going to be... This is a classic in the making. This movie's going to build in stature as years go on.
Yeah.
And this cover makes it look like a Fast and the Furious movie.
Owen Cooper just said Fast and Furious Nightcrawler.
I saw some comment under this that said, like, the number 2 night, 2 crawler.
Yeah, for real, dude. I'm expecting the car to like spin around and it's Nick Cage and it's Drive Angry in 3D. You know, that's what this looks like.
And it's supposed to be, I guess, where you're looking at this from your rearview mirror because ambulances, or no, wait, that's how ambulance is written. So in your rearview mirror, it comes across straight. I don't know. I don't know what this is.
I don't know, dude. It's terrible. It's terrible. I'll tell you what, dude, it helps our wallets because this is a few times here where I'm going with the standard edition because the Steelbook is just atrocious.
They haven't shown a standard yet, though.
They haven't showed a standard?
No.
I mean, dude, how could it be worse than this?
I mean, they haven't. I'm just saying they haven't shown one, meaning will there be one?
Announced one.
Will there be one? I don't know.
Are we going to have to? I'll tell you this. This is a title, though, that I feel will get milked to death, especially in the foreign market.
It could be. It could be. I could have seen this. Now that I know that Shout owns it, I could see, what do you think, Shout Select with a slip?
Well, wait. because Shout owns this. I don't know, dude, because of that groove thing.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to expect from Shout anymore. I don't know what they're doing. Are they going just this route, like you said, and just Steelbooks, no standards? I have no idea.
Don't know.
We used to kind of, they'd be announced at the same time, you know?
They would.
Like when Natural Born Killers came out, you had 2 options. Ace Ventura came out, you had 2 options. That was just a couple months ago. Now they're just giving us this with the terrible artwork. So it's a waiting game in my mind.
Groove Factory.
Groove Factory.
Groove Factory. So there's this. I love this movie. I'm torn. I would love to own this in 4K. I would love to pick this up in February. You know, it's like, how often do you pay attention to the art after you buy it? It just sucks that we're paying for. It sucks that we're putting our money into something that we don't love 100%. That's where it always comes down to for me. We see a lot of comments that are like, "What are you buying? The packaging or the movie?" I'm like, I get that, but I'm buying everything.
Yeah, and it's just kind of an insult to the film itself when the artwork on it is just entirely off. It not even just, oh, I don't prefer it. It just woefully misrepresents what the film is itself.
Yeah,
I mean, this is stupid.
It's not. Yeah, it's not getting
stupid.
It's not getting fans of the film excited for it, and new people that haven't seen it aren't even knowing what to get into or be aware of what this even is.
And honestly, that was a problem that the movie had when it came out because they didn't know how to market it. You know, it was like certain people showed up expecting Fast and Furious or something along those lines, and word of mouth was shit about it because of those people. It's like, what are we going to do this all over again? Maybe they don't understand how beloved this film is. Maybe it's one of those situations they just haven't caught up on. Like, hey, this one caught the zeitgeist. This one's building.
It's building.
It's bubbling. It represented something.
It did, and now here we are, dancing on its grave.
You can give me like Back to the Future vibes for some reason, man.
Yeah, like even if they didn't have the rights to show like Jake or his likeness, like I feel like a car doesn't. That's not exactly what I would choose first. If it was not Jake, I would probably go with a camera.
Yeah, some motif on that. You know,
he drives that car midway through the film to the different places he's going to film. It's like, okay, that's what this movie's got to be. Like, are the boxes got to be? I don't know. I'm totally with you.
They should have put Riz Ahmed on it.
Yeah.
Need more Riz.
Remember, I was blown away at how good Renee Russo looked at her age. And just put her smiling on the cover. Make her driving the car. Nah, then everyone would think it's Free Jack.
So there we go. That's your Nightcrawler update. The next Steelbook that they've announced for February, which I'm personally excited for because I was waiting on this, is Brotherhood of the Wolf. So Scream Factory, or I think it was Scream, they put this out in a traditional release years ago, and then Studio Canal, I think, put a whole collector's edition out of it and all this stuff. And I'm not a big enough fan to own some big box version, and I did kind of wait and kind of hold off on getting the traditional. But now that I see this and they're doing the traditional artwork, which looks great, on a Steelbook, I think looks awesome, I'm interested in picking this up for sure. And I know there's a lot of fans of Brotherhood of the Wolf out there. I am a big fan of this film. I know that I think the version I watched was not the director's cut. It was like the original one, which I didn't know any better. Then come to find out, like the director's cut, according to the director, is like the definitive way to watch this.
Did you see that one?
I still haven't seen that one.
Oh, because I was going to ask, which cut did you force Lindsay to watch?
She hasn't seen this.
Nope.
Yeah, right.
I have not.
Oh, he hasn't forced you.
Despite Vincent Cassel and Monica Bellucci being in it, and Mark Dacascos.
We're supposed to watch Irreversible first.
We're going to watch that first.
I'm going to just ease her into Monica Bellucci.
For a feel-good film. He knows
I don't think ease is the term.
He knows I like feel-good films. Oh my God,
big fan of this actress. Check out Irreversible.
Check out Mark Dacascos, who likes Iron Chef. And the underrated, what's it called? Oh gosh, where they're doing that Brazilian capoeira fighting. Oh my God, what is it called? Someone's going to know this in the chat. I know it. And they do that song. It's like, Banana Way. Banana way, banana. Do you remember that? It was on TV all the time.
What you're talking about.
He's like a imagine like a Lean on Me situation where he's a teacher at like a rundown school, and all the kids are like acting up, everyone's flunking, whatever. He comes in to like
Vincent Cassel?
No, and Mark Dacascos.
I know.
He comes there to turn the kids around, and he teaches them this Brazilian.
Is this like the Substitute 3?
Maybe, but he teaches them this capoeira, Brazilian capoeira fighting that kind of, brings the kids back around. But guess what, dude? There's a rival, like, gang member guy who's, like, owns the territory, and he's selling drugs to the kids or whatever.
He's a bad guy.
He's also a Brazilian capoeira fighter.
But he's not doing it for good, I bet.
Oh, no, not for good at all.
He's probably corrupting the community.
It's kind of like Karate Kid, where there's the bad dojo guy and the good dojo guy. And, of course, they have to fight at the end in this big showdown. Yeah. Dude, it's great.
There's no other way to settle a dispute.
Tell me, Lindsay, tell me someone in the chat said what the title is.
Is it Only the Strong?
Yes! That's it.
Hunter Dean. Man, Hunter Dean is the man.
Hunter Dean, Only the Strong. That's the movie.
Eric De Leon said it,
That's
too.
it, baby. And tell me that's not a guilty pleasure.
Mm.
Banana way, banana way, banana. And they wear these like flowing like pajama like clothes because they're on the ground. They're doing these like kick moves.
Be on a boat.
Hey, you're complaining about Vinegar Syndrome's release.
Why wasn't that there? Dude, if that showed up as the hidden title, holy shit, drop everything.
It's Troll 2 and Dario Argento. Who is that? I want Only the Strong. Bum, 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 or whatever the fuck you're doing.
Don't disrespect Marcascos.
Honestly, I remember that title.
Dude, you do.
I remember that title. I don't think I've seen it.
You'd see a trailer and know it instantly. Dude, it was
Probably
on like HBO Cinemax 1,000 times.
I remember that title.
Dude, we were in high school and it was on all the time. All the time, I'm telling you. Banana way. Anyhow, moving right along from the Marcascos classic, Brotherhood of the Wolf. They also got Child's Play 2 coming for you.
Man, that's sweet. Are we getting solo steals of the entire series? Because they did this with the original also.
Yes.
And I don't know what to do.
I have the original solo steal.
I know. I didn't pick it up at all because I'm torn. This is a strong franchise for me, and I want a set eventually. Mm-hmm. But they're all out on 4K now for the most part.
They are.
I don't know if I should wait for a set or start just picking and choosing, because I mean, technically, the ones I would want to own the most would be 1, 2, Bride, Seed, Cold. It's like the whole damn. That's what I mean. Well, I kind of just want a box set.
They put them all out in 4K, remember? But then Arrow did a box set, but they were all Blu-ray.
Yeah, and it was goofy looking too.
It was,
but it was Blu-ray.
Arrow really turned it around these days because they blew it then.
But do you think Groove Factory's like setting me up here to buy all these Steelbooks, and then they're going to hit me with a box set?
And we only the strong can survive.
Because that would be a triple dip.
It would be a triple dip.
That would be a triple dip. They release collector's editions, then collector's edition Steelbooks, then a box set. Damn, Groove Factory goes hard.
Only the strong know what's going to happen next. Prison on Fire 1 and 2. There they go. More Hong Kong classics. We got 28 and 29 here. And also The Big Heat. Number 27.
Nice.
The Big Heat and Prison on Fire 1 and 2.
Well, Matt, we'll talk about these when Arrow puts them out.
Yeah, let's Sorry, Groove Factory.
Let's take a drink.
Yeah, drink break. So these are moving right along.
Matt, you know what's pretty cool? I'm starting to wake up.
Are you waking up finally?
Yeah,
we're only like 2 hours in.
I know. I feel like I'm ready to do a live stream now, man.
Great. Glad to have you here.
That 4:30 thing ain't working.
It's not working for us. You're just waking up at 4. We can't jump on at 4:30.
Ooh, I'm telling you.
Rolling out of bed at 4, ready to stream at 4:30.
That's how it is, man.
Are these stronger or lesser Hong Kong cinema classic titles? I'm less familiar with these names than the ones that I've seen come out previously. I know this might not be a question for you. I'm asking the larger audience.
No, I'm with you, dude. I'm not familiar with these ones as well.
Okay.
What the fuck are we doing on this channel?
I don't know. We're just showing pictures. We don't know much. We're just showing pictures.
JPEG Kings.
We're just... No, dude. We're supporting physical media regardless of if we know it or not.
Spreading the word. That's
it.
right, man.
That's it.
We're spreading the word.
And we're having a good time, a hell of a good time doing it.
We're gauging our audience. We need them to let us know, hey, you can skip this one, but you need to see this one. And, and we do the same for you. Sorry I fucked up with Ms. 45 to the one thing, but... that's ideally that's how it should work. It's quid pro quo.
So in March, Barnes & Noble has some more Shout Factory, Groove Factory leaks, but we don't have any images, and maybe I should wait until we have more. Do you want me to say the names?
Say them.
Okay, we got Outbreak.
What?
Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
We got Outbreak, and we've got the Flintstones.
Yay.
They want the money.
Hey, I like the Flintstones. I might buy
Who
that.
is he in it? He's not Barney. That's Rick Moranis. Who is he? Is he in the second one?
I'm about to say, I don't
He's
think
in
he's
one of
in.
them.
Which one are they putting out? I believe
The first
he's in
one.
the second one.
Is he in the second one? Is he like a neighbor? I forget who he
Wait,
plays.
Rick Moranis?
No.
the-
Stephen Billy
They want the money.
Baldwin.
Stephen Billy William
Billy.
Baldwin.
Billy Steve.
You got Sliver on your mind.
I got man ass back on the mind.
No. The one that came out first, that was actually like a theatrical film that, made money.
Yes.
Was John Goodman and Rick Moranis.
Correct.
I don't think he was in it.
I don't think so either. I watched it
I
recently.
think
I don't
Stephen
remember him being
Baldwin, I think they did like some direct-to-video sequel.
He's in one
and
of
they
them,
couldn't
yeah.
get the cast back, and
Oh.
like a Son of the Mask situation. And I think then it was Stephen Baldwin. And you know why they did that? For one reason.
They want the money.
Was he Barney Rubble in the next ones, maybe?
No, he was Betty.
He was Betty Rubble. All right.
Of course he was Barney. Dude.
So we got Barney. So you got the Flintstones. And by the way, that's a Steelbook. FYI.
Is anybody well, Lindsay, you just said you're a fan of the
You're
Flintstones.
about to trash it. And
Well,
then
hold on, because
I mean,
I think our age.
I'm so much younger than you guys. You forget.
You are, and I think that hit at a time we were watching Sliver.
I like them young, guys. I like them
I
young.
think Flintstones came out the year after Sliver, and we were men after Sliver. We weren't watching no Barney Rubble, Stephen Baldwin
Yeah,
bullshit.
I was
We're
on
watching Billy
McDonald's getting the
Baldwin
Happy Meal.
ass.
In case you couldn't tell, Lindsay's barely legal.
He learned that from Sliver.
The way I like it. So that's. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I just said ew.
Okay, perfect.
I just said ew.
I just said ew. That's nice. All right, that's nice.
I'm sorry. Did you want to add something? I just said ew.
Bad host. Bad host.
Well,
I hope my dad's not watching tonight.
who cares? Who cares who's watching? There's no one here but us three. Just having fun. That's the way it should be. Okay, so
Oh, he said breakout is great. Was that a
And
comment?
Adenier said he really likes Breakout too.
Outbreak.
What the hell is breakout?
Breakout. It's Outbreak. Wait.
Situation. Hold on. This is another
Breakout is when you
situation.
have a sit, right?
There's another time where Denny he defended a movie and got the title.
It's actually perfect. That's a perfect segue.
But two people said the
Adini, I'm so happy that you're here, and because it's a perfect segue to the next thing I want to talk about, and I want Lindsay 2025. Adini, I don't know if you've got some explaining to do or not, but we're gonna give you the opportunity to do so right now after we talk about this next segment, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not, but we'll find out. So I want to talk about Steelbooks next, and I don't know if you've seen this or not, Russ. But ZAVVI has debuted a new physical media label called Betamax.
I have not seen this, man.
It is unique to ZAVVI. It Abel within. It is going to be exclusive 4K limited edition steelbook releases that they're going to put out. I've read enough, but there isn't it's not clear that this is going to how many new 4Ks they're going to break as much as they're going to reissue perhaps ones that already have 4Ks, but they're going to reissue them in a very deluxe collector's edition fashion.
Please tell me they're debuting with Back to the Future. It needs a 4K release.
So they're not debuting with that. What they have said so far is that once these sell out, they're never coming back. So it's a limited edition items.
Like they've never heard of limited edition reprints.
Yeah, only we know that.
We know the score.
And so specializing limited edition steelbook runs for collectors by collectors is what they're saying. And the reason why I'm shouting Adini out is because he's a close friend of the channel. He is responsible for Everything Blue, as well as 3 excellent releases that ZAVVI had put out in the past, which was Rambo, Leon the Professional, and Fifth Element. He was the art director, creator of those editions. And what I'm seeing here before I share it is this seems to be done in a very similar way, where you're getting 3 options to pick from like the Uber Deluxe, a collector's edition, and Steelbook only. So this smells of our good friend Adini from Everything Blue, which I don't know if he's doing this or not doing this.
Was he involved or was he ripped off?
I want him to tell us.
Conspiracy with this Beta X company?
I want him to tell us. So let's start revealing this. So the very first, they only have one so far that they revealed. They revealed it on Monday, yesterday.
Oh, really? They already announced titles?
One title only so far. Their debut title is The Untouchables.
Wow.
And this is it. And it is coming. This is the Uber Deluxe Edition. And like I said, there's 3 different versions, but this one is a coming in 1200. This is numbered from 0 to 1200. So there's 1200 of these. And once they're gone, they're gone. I think I've got the price here. Hold on one second.
$3 million.
Let's see. Do I have it here? Sorry, everyone.
I mean, I'm guessing if we're doing what the ZAVVI one.
So it's
100.
It's 99 pounds is this ultra deluxe one, which I think rounds out to be about $130. And for this ultra collector's edition. Now, what you're getting is obviously a lot of stuff. You're getting a Steelbook and you're getting a box that it goes in, but then you're also getting it in this gigantic magnet class box, which again, a lot of these former releases did when you got the deluxe treatment. And this is sort of like a close-up of the magnet class box right there.
It's nice.
Yep, it looks good. In addition to that, obviously, you're getting this giant booklet of the Untouchables. You're getting a lot of different photos. You're getting some like necklace with a key on it. There's an envelope that a lot of this stuff goes in. You're getting a pack of matches, a business card, and some other things that are very reminiscent of the Untouchables, the film itself, which again reminds me of our good friend. This is the second one. This doesn't come in the Magna Class box, but it does come with the Steelbook, and it comes in a collector's box that it goes in, along with this ledger and all of these other paper goods. So it's a little bit smaller. This one, I believe, retails for close to $80, $70-ish, between $70 and $80. I think, I forget the pounds, but this is around $70, $80. And then lastly is just the steel alone, which I think is American somewhere between $30, $35. And this it's a Steelbook with this slip that comes down over top of it that's got all of this, writing and different scrawlings on it.
Is this a new transfer from the 4K that already exists?
It is not.
It is not. Okay.
So it's just them taking this film and giving you a deluxe treatment for it, which it does. It's been out in 4K, but we've never had a deluxe treatment, so to speak.
Yeah. And it makes sense. When I picked it up finally, I picked up a Steelbook of it.
Yeah.
And it was like $15. And I was like, hell yeah.
Pick that up.
Yeah.
So I don't know how people are feeling about this. I've seen, a lot of comments about, the fact that ZAVVI even has a new label, the fact that they are putting out these, different editions. I've seen some people say, I don't need all this stuff. I've seen some people say, this is awesome, etc. But that, you get that comes with the territory with releases like this.
It does. I think it's cool. I think it's cool if you're rich. Honestly, I don't know if they're reading the room.
They want the money.
Yeah, dude. Like, I think if you're rich, this is awesome. This will be a scalper's dream.
It sounds like there's like maybe 2,400 total. If you have 1,200 of these, 1,200 of the other ones.
Yeah, to me, like Film Vault does it pretty well.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They keep the prices, I don't want to say reasonable, but reasonable for the prestige that they come with. This is all prestige. This is all class. This is great. But once you start breaking the $100 line, it's absurd. You know what I mean? Like for
you lose a lot. You lose a lot of people.
You do. You lose me. And De Palma is one of my favorite directors of all time.
Yeah.
I'd love to actually own this, but I'm good with my Steelbook, man. I mean, it's too much. I don't think this is the direction the physical media market should go in, which is constantly repackaging existing titles and jacking the price with little trinkets. Like I said, if you're rich, this is awesome. Hey, pick it up. you know, but I don't know if that's a healthy sign of where we're at.
If you haven't picked it up before, let's say, what do you think about this Steelbook? Because this is the most reasonably priced thing. It's a nice Steelbook and the titles in there, etc.
I would have loved the Steelbook of the original artwork, which I didn't get as well. It's okay. I'm not blown away. At first, when I saw it, I thought the writing on it, I was like, why? That looks terrible. But then I realized it's the slip that pulls on and off, which is... You know, cute.
Well, Beta Axe.
Yeah.
What do you think about that name, Beta Axe?
They sound like cucks.
I
don't know, man. What do you?
It just reminds me of Beta Max. I don't know if that's what they're going with.
Oh, yeah. When I hear Beta Axe, I don't know. I think more of a like horror. That's the imagery that pops in my head with that title, you know, and then it kind of blends in with Vinegar Syndrome and Severin and stuff like that. I honestly wasn't expecting a title like The Untouchables to be a debut from a company named Beta Axe.
Beta Axe. Okay. Yeah. Lindsay, what were you going to say?
Oh, Adenier weighed in. He said that he has absolutely nothing to do with this.
Wow. Absolutely nothing to do with it. Then if that is true, and he's not being modest, I'd be curious to know how he feels about this, because it does model...
He feels great.
What he did before. And again, I don't know. We've had a lot of conversations. Diddy, you know we love you, buddy. I don't know if Zavvi came to you and said, give me 3 editions, and you did that, or you were like, I'm going to give you 3 editions. Here's what I think we should do. I don't know what the collaboration was, but if that was the case, and then they just kind of took this idea and ran with it, I think that sucks. If this was already their concept and you were just sort of the, you know, the artist and the person behind it all, then, you know, you were just doing what you needed to do and you put out a quality product. But I'm curious to know, you know, again, like what people think about this in general.
Like I said, I think it is. I think it's classy. I think it's cool. And if anybody could, if an average person could reasonably afford it, awesome. But we're getting priced out. For what this is. Yeah. And I don't think, trust me, De Palma is one of my favorite filmmakers, as I stated. To me, I know people will probably argue with me on this, but I don't think this title even holds that much love. Like, you could probably get away with something like this on Scarface. You know what I mean? But I don't know if this is going to sell. I mean, it'll sell. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is the title that really gets the blood pumping for a lot of people.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm happy to see that there's at least new things happening in the physical media world.
Yeah. I just hope I can afford them.
I just hope, right. I was going to say that too. I was like, I hope that as the future continues, we can continue to afford it. And that's it. All right. So that's a new thing from Zavvi.
Would you blind buy this? I know you've seen Untouchables.
I have, yeah.
Would you buy this?
Not for that kind of money. No, I don't even own a regular edition of it.
No.
So
not even the Steelbook, the cheapest option that they're going with.
I don't think I have a desire to own it at all. This is very nice. But yeah. The last piece of news before we get to the end of the show, where we've got a couple of different things to discuss, is the Umbrella March releases. I don't want to stay too long on these, but I just wanted to highlight 2 things quickly. One for you, Russ. Ebony and Ivory, bottom left. You showed me that trailer.
I still need to watch that.
Yeah, and they're putting this out in a, looks like a Blu-ray edition with maybe like a hard box. I'm sure there's some collector's deluxe stuff that's going along with all this. But also Day of the Woman, which will contain I Spit on Your Grave 1 and 2.
Is that the documentary?
I think it is. I think it contains the films as well.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit of a box set there.
Yeah, I'm focusing on Ebony and Ivory.
You ready? You ready to blind buy that?
It actually fell off my radar after I showed you that trailer. I need to watch it. Should I blind buy? Oh, should I blind buy Ebony and Ivory? You know what's funny? I do own the Umbrella Greasy Strangler.
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
All right. Well, that's your Umbrella slate. Nothing too crazy for me. I'm still waiting for Memento. They have promised me Memento since like midway through this year. Like back in June, I thought they were, going to bring Memento. They were talking about it coming out, and it's now this is the March slate and still no Memento.
They keep forgetting, dude. They should probably write it on their skin or something, but they just slips their mind.
Slips their mind, apparently. All right. Well, that's all the news. Now we're at the tail end of the show where things get real weird. We got some roasts to do.
Things have been pretty freaky so far, dude. I'm afraid to see where this is going to go.
Well, we definitely got a roast or toast to do.
Okay.
We've got a new label we want to shout out.
Oh, I have a present for you.
And you have a present for me. We were supposed to do a gift swap, but the present I bought for you just shipped yesterday. No hate towards Diabolic at all. I did put an order in for it a week ago, but with the Thanksgiving holiday, they got a little behind. It just shipped today, so I can't give it to you on air like I wanted to.
Understandable, Matt. But let me give you yours.
Okay, I'll take a gift.
Let me find it here.
Maybe we should have Russ over on Christmas morning and we can film that.
I'll take a gift.
His gift.
I'll take a gift. What do we
go, Matt?
And it's wrapped.
Oh my
Dude, I can't believe you wrapped it.
Look at this.
What a honey.
Wow, that's so cool. Thank you.
Open it up, Matt.
Did you wrap this?
Of course I wrapped that.
I can't believe you wrapped it. I don't think I would have wrapped it.
Huh?
I probably would have handed you the thing I got you and just be like, here it is. But you did that.
No, we're 4K kings. You got to wrap presents for your friends. I don't know, dude.
You're a really nice guy.
Well,
You surprise me every day.
Dude, there's a bow on it and everything. And look, it says "Let's Party" on it.
Let's party. Okay, here it is.
Look, under the bow. Let's party.
Let's party. All right, here it is. A gift for my co-host and best friend Russ. Here it is. A gift from me, 4K King to 4K King. What do we got in here? The Blob. Oh my god. And it's the Steelbook of the Blob.
Yes.
You've been dying to get me to watch this for so long.
Well, wait, did you prefer the release with the slip?
No, I like
wanted
this.
the
This looks
Steelbook?
cool.
Because I thought about it. This was the year of Chuck Russell on 4K, right?
It is the year of Chuck Russell.
You got
on 4K.
Nightmare 3.
Yep.
You got The Mask, which
Yep.
I think I was kind of shocked that received one.
Yep.
And after, we did our Nightmare documentary, and I know how much you love Nightmare 3 and The Mask, and I'm like, dude, how have you not seen this? You're going to love it.
So much.
You're welcome, man.
Seriously, thank you. I really
And
appreciate
thank you
that.
for ordering me something.
I did order you something. It's just not here.
No, I know. We talked about this. Before.
We said we'll do a
This
gift
was-
exchange.
We did. It was planned, and yeah, it happens.
I'm just really tickled that you wrapped it. Thank you.
Really?
I can't wait to watch this.
I'm one of those people. I like wrapping presents. I've done that since I was younger. I don't know why. It's calming. It's soothing. I'll put on
I feel
music.
like that's really unexpected for you. I don't know. I wouldn't
I'm
imagine
awesome
that.
at it too. Didn't
I
you see
see.
that?
That's great paper.
My wife will hate me saying this, but she can't rap for shit. It looks terrible. I do all of it because I'm like, I can't even look at that.
I love this lesser known fact about you.
Yeah, this is great. You should gift wrapping is totally
I'm a
your
crafty
thing.
guy.
I can't wait to watch this. Thank you so much, Russ. Really appreciate that, and I'll give you your gift when I see it. Or should we wait till January 6th when we return?
I have one stipulation though. So since I got that for you, you have to watch that and share your thoughts. You also have to watch Demons and Demons 2 and share your thoughts with Jordan.
Yes.
You also have to watch The Last Dragon and share your thoughts with Dennehy.
Yes.
So if you come back here on January 6th and say that, the Silverado transfer was amazing and I watched it 10 times, you're going to have problems with the 4K squad.
I know.
We're going to roll thick. We're going to come up to your house and... I don't know.
I wanted to watch Demons during the Halloween season. I just didn't get there, but that is it's on my list of gotta see this very, very soon. Absolutely. I
Add
agree.
Father of the Bride to the list too, Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What gift?
Well, thank you so much for that, Russ. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Did want to shout out really quickly a label that reached out to us called Screenbound in the UK. They've been around for a little while. They're just kind of not just getting into the 4K game, but they're starting to put more 4Ks out. They have a ton of different Blu-rays out. They have a lot of different things on Netflix and some other streaming platforms. Check them out at Screenbound. I think it's .co.uk. Check them out. But they sent us two titles that I wanted to make sure we shared. That I know Vinegar Syndrome put one out and Russ, you own, and I'm very excited to check one of these out, but I wanted to showcase it mainly, not only because they sent it, but because it's a movie that I'm interested to see, and I also wanted to make sure we gave it its proper due, opening it up so people could see at home what this company is all about. The gentleman that reached out to us is very, very nice, and again, a lot of their titles seem very, very interesting, eclectic across the board, but this one is a title that is coming out, I think, December 4th, maybe. It's like this week. So we're a little bit ahead of the game.
Thick slips.
Very thick slips, which I could tell already before I even opened this. And it's a title called Thriller, A Cruel Picture. I'm going to hold that up real quick. Here we go. From Screenbound. And it's a very high quality, thick slip, which I think is, I love a quality slip. And when you open it up, it's the same art on the inside, but there's also, let's see here, I'm going to pull this out too.
There's a poster inside that slip, man.
Yeah, but also some pretty badass stickers.
Oh, that's cool.
I know. I love that. I love that add-on. These are pretty awesome. And then, again, just a poster of the film itself. We got double-sided. They call her One Eye. Thriller. A Cruel Picture. A little bit of a R-word revenge film. Can we say those words on the stream?
Well, honestly, Matt, I don't know what you mean there, because the R word has two meanings now. Do you mean the R-E word, like revenge? Is that even a genre?
Grape.
I didn't. That'd be a weird film genre, dude. The R.E. one, revenge.
Yes, and they just sent this to us. We just picked it up, so I woefully have to say that I have not had the chance to actually pop this in and take a look at it. But I did want to say that they put out absolutely a quality product, and I can't wait to check this out. And what else did they send there?
They sent this too, a film I had never heard of, but I am immediately interested in, and this is Boston Kickout. Wait, was that?
Knockout or Kickout. Yeah, Kickout. Boston Kickout.
Boston Kickout. And what piqued my interest on this one is, dude, on the back, this is one of the best British films I've seen. You know who said that, Matt? Danny Boyle.
I'm interested already.
Dong enthusiast Danny Boyle.
Dong enthusiast.
He had double dong and train spotting.
Dong aficionado.
Yeah, dong historian.
Dong historian.
Train spotting, 28 Days
Yes,
Later.
yes.
There was probably some dick in Slumdog Millionaire. I don't remember. But, dude, he said that. I like Danny Boyle. Dude, and if you're a Walking Dead fan, apparently this is the early work of Andrew Lincoln.
Yeah.
Coral's dad. What was his name?
Coral.
On the show?
Yeah.
Coral.
Coral.
Yeah. Carl. Yeah, but not not John Bernthal, as Matt calls him.
Yes.
But now I'm interested in this, dude. Soundtrack. This is what really trips me out. It says Boston Kickout, but the soundtrack, it seems to me, is all UK. Primal Scream, Oasis, the Stone Roses. Aren't those all UK groups? Mm-hmm. Mm. I'm intrigued.
Nah, dude, absolutely, absolutely. Screenbound Direct, definitely check them out. I hadn't heard of this company when they reached out, and then when I went to their website, I was like, oh damn, they've got a lot of interesting things, and they were very gracious to send us something to check out and share with all of you. This title, Thriller: A Cruel Picture, I know you've seen before. I know this took Quentin Tarantino took a little bit of inspiration from the main character here for his Daryl Hannah character in Kill Bill.
That's bullshit. Quentin Tarantino does everything from pure originality, Matt.
From pure scratch. He came up with that on his own. About. But yeah.
This movie took from Kill Bill.
It sounds a little gruesome, this one.
Well, it's a R-word revenge film, man.
Yep, so it's got to be gruesome. But check her out.
Yeah.
Christina Lindbergh.
Yeah.
Thriller. A lot of slow motion. a lot of slow motion moving.
Well, if you see the movie, she has one eye, dude. So, like, that's her vision. You're seeing her point of view.
Oh, shoot. There were boobs.
Oh, my God. Are we ever going to not get...
Do you look at anything before you put it on that screen?
You're doing this intentionally, man.
I'm just trying to see what her capabilities are in the booth.
I mean, I can't see it till it's on the screen.
Well, I
We're
did.
not like a delay or anything back here.
I love how we're just letting it roll too.
Well, they can't see it anymore. Lindsay took it off, but we can watch it. We can watch all the boobs we want.
I thought that was the main monitor.
So this will be another title I add to the list. When I come back in January, I can talk on my thoughts on this film, the transfer itself. But again, I wanted to shout out Screenbound. Thank you so much for sending this. Looking forward to seeing what else that you guys do.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to check out Boston Kickout. That sounds really good. And
quality, I will say, quality, thick feeling case. I love that for sure.
That last shot in Thriller there reminded me of Motel Hell.
Motel Hell, baby.
That's a good one. I think you like. What are your thoughts on Cliff from Cheers as an actor?
Yeah.
You don't think he's like an Oscar contender?
He's okay.
Not a John Ratzenberger guy?
Well, from Toy Story.
Yes.
And he's also in House 2.
You know he's in all Pixar movies, right?
Is he, everyone?
I'm pretty sure. Isn't that, let me know in the chat, isn't that Pixar's thing? They put his voice in every one of the movies.
Well,
I could be wrong on that. I thought I read that once.
Before we jump to the roaster toast and say our goodbyes to the chat, we do have an in memoriam.
Oh, Lord.
I've listened to the people and I've put it at the end.
I don't know. Maybe this is worse.
What?
I know. I feel like
The people wanted it at the end.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe it's like closing credits. You just like let sad music play.
Yeah.
Udo
Kier.
Look at those eyes.
Udo Kier passed away while we were on break. Well, before we came back last week, 2 weeks ago, he passed away in between. And this guy is an icon in all kinds of different cult cinema, mainstream cinema. Just his look. He's just got such a look that is just so interesting, mesmerizing, and I feel like just that alone gave him, I guess, a little bit more cachet in the film industry.
No, I agree. He had an awesome taste in music also. I don't know if you know this. You remember he's in Ace Ventura, but the one thing he said, I will only do this movie if you guys include Cannibal Corpse.
Did he say that?
Yeah. And
well,
I was like, wow.
I wanted to make sure that we shouted out Udo Kier, but when I was looking for this picture, I stumbled upon a picture of him when he was young.
Ooh.
I bet that's sexy as hell.
You're not wrong. Because when I saw it,
those eyes are piercing.
dude, when I saw it, I was like, holy shit, who is this guy? Look at this.
Oh, my Lord.
They don't call him Udo Kier for nothing.
I mean, look
I
at
don't
this
even know
man.
what that means, but it doesn't have to mean anything. He's goddamn gorgeous.
Smoldering.
Like, give me a break. Look at that face.
Wow.
I mean, that's black and white.
I know, especially in black and white if you're like that hot.
Yeah. Holy shit. So,
Dude, you know who he looks like? The alcoholic movie that we watched. You know,
Mads
the bad
Mikkelsen?
guy in jail. Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen. Doesn't he look like him there? If Mads Mikkelsen was like, you know, a hunk.
he's a
Extra
hunk.
hot.
He's a hunk too, but Udo Kier, baby, there he is. Rest in peace to the legend. Just want to make sure we
That's
shouted him
sad.
out. That is sad. That is sad. Sorry to end on a sad note. So I should put it in the front, that is what you're saying.
No, I think you just play it out with the credits, and then if people want to be bummed out, they can stay, and if they don't, they can leave.
See, we're workshopping it as we go live. You see, this is how this works. We workshop the show live with the audience.
That's our approach to how we entertain people. Yeah, you know, they can leave.
All right.
We'll do it if they...
It's time to do a roast or toast.
All right.
And this is coming from our good friend Joseph V. I'm not going to dox him.
Can we take down the Udo Kier? I know they can't see it, but you've got this like right in front of my face.
He's looking at us.
For real.
Looking at me. Udo.
What a cool name, too.
It's badass.
Yeah, it is a badass name.
So this is coming from Joseph V. And right off the bat, I think Joseph is trying to one-up us. Right away.
You one-upped me last time we were here, so...
in a different
welcome
way.
to the club.
In a different way. The first picture, here's Joseph V. And right off the bat, he's got a golden YouTube button as well as a silver YouTube play button.
Look at that.
Shit.
Who the hell are you, Joseph V? What channel do you have? And who do you think you are throwing that in our face that you're doing so well?
Wait, I only recognize the one. There's two YouTube plaques.
Yeah, dude, right below it. That's the silver button below it.
Maybe he bought it.
What's the top one is 25, right?
The gold one, I was aware of a gold being $1 million, or one's 100,000, one's $1 million.
He's taunting you too, dude. He's got frailty on display right below it.
Yes,
That's hilarious.
yes. Thank you, Lindsay. He did buy
Can
it.
I be
That's going to make me sleep better at night.
Yeah. Whatever you do, can I be your co-host? I want to leave this guy behind. You have frailty.
Joseph, if you're out there, tell us what you're doing.
If you're out there,
Tell us what you're into. I want to go support your channel.
Wait, none of your business said that Steelbook obsessed. Is Steelbook obsessed? This guy?
I don't know. Joseph V, are you Steelbook obsessed? Do you have a golden and silver play button?
I like how that sounded like a real question,
Are
not a
you?
username. Joseph V,
Wait,
are you Steelbook obsessed?
Bingo Boy 4565 said that Walmart sells those plaques.
Bros, we got to
They
get
can't
those.
be for real.
Yeah.
I got to put one of those back
Why
there.
haven't we thought that? Yeah, like it just spray painted gold. Dude, oh man,
All right, well, here we go.
we're lacking.
So he's got some interesting shelving units here, but we also have some, memorabilia on the walls. We got some Willow. We got some Braveheart. Here's all of his Arrow titles. And, you know, I don't want to come in hot with the roasts, but these look like some sort of what are these, like carrying totes
Like
that
a
are just stacked up?
Yeah.
What is this, like a what's that, a container store? What are we doing here?
Roasted.
Yeah, exactly.
The fucking container store.
I don't care about your gold plate button in your container store bins.
Don't fight him. He just said it. He'll take it back.
You son of a
container
bitch.
store. He was a little out of it.
Invite us on your channel. You're sending this shit to me?
Actually, yeah, dude, this is more taunting you. It's like Willow up there. That's pretty badass. What is that? Oh, this is a. Yeah, I like this guy.
And we got another angle here. We've got Magneto.
He got that Super Mario Brothers umbrella edition.
We got Magneto Dong front and center. We got Karate Kid. We got Mario Brothers. We got Maverick. Got a nice little set there. A lot of Vinegar Syndrome. Now this looks like it's behind a glass case, like a glass box with some doors here. So I don't know what the significance.
Locked up.
Maybe. What's the significance? I don't know. We got all of our Shout Select titles down here.
You don't want any 4K jesters getting in there.
This is an interesting move.
Well, he's got that gang related. See, I want that.
And Drop Zone. You see how these titles here are kind of like at this angle where you just kind of like look at them this way and you got to pull one out that way? That's kind of an interesting move. That's an IKEA shelf, I think.
I've never seen that there.
It's pretty cool.
I know their catalog pretty well.
Okay. Well, I like that. And then
I like it too.
here's this more under the television here. And
is this more of the Hobby Lobby shelves that you were complaining about?
Pick up the whole shelf and be like, "All right, babe, we're watching a bunch of movies tonight."
yeah, we're moving. We're moving
Honestly,
down.
nah. I see those shelves and I'm like, all right, kids, pick up your toys, put them back. You know, that's what I'm getting.
Roasted, Joseph.
I feel like you're transporting them.
It's time to lay down.
Roast. You just got roasted, Joseph. We got Street Fighter. He's got a lot of good stuff on display. I'm not gonna lie.
These titles
A lot of
are
nice stuff.
incredible.
I also really like the way they're displayed. He's got some visual merchandising techniques I've never seen before.
It's hard to be mad at this, but I'm trying really hard.
I'm trying real hard, Ringo, to be the shepherd.
I just really like how in the middle he's got the big boys facing out, and they're like all flanked with the little ones.
Look,
and
he's
very nice.
he's got his 3 Indiana Jones.
Correct.
Boom, boom.
3. There's only 3. Like I said, he's on point with me. I love this guy.
Yep.
Are you
good.
single?
Next
I've
up,
been making shorts about men's asses. We should talk.
Next up, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles poster on display, signed by it looks like all of the turtles. Badass.
Nope, he's gonna piss you off even more. It's signed by Ilios Kotis.
Is that who that is right there? It is. Is that him?
No, it's not.
No chance. He's got Elias on the friggin' poster. What a frig.
And Sam Rockwell, motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers. He's got the Arin edition of the Neverending Story.
He got that never-ending story that was $3 million.
He did. He's got.
I don't know why 3 million is my go-to number today.
What I'm interested in here is all the different ways he displays his titles. Like, there's many different ways he's displaying them. We've got different ways to display them on a shelf on the wall. We've got different ways of picking them up and moving them. We've got this collection here, how this is. This looks great. Look, he's got your Lethal Weapon down here on display.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff here. I got to find his email. I think he might have told us what the hell's going on, but
I want to move in.
we got to move in. Let's see. What's next? We've got a close-up of a broom. Roasted. All of a sudden, we get a second
Get that
angle.
broom out of here.
We get a second angle of a broom. Joseph, you got roasted.
Nah, dude. Well, you got to let the broom stay. You know why? Because he was trying to impress us. He was obsessively cleaning before taking these pictures and sending them to his kings.
Maybe.
He was mopping the floors, dusting and shit.
As long as he said it that way, like, I got to get ready to send this to my kings.
That's what he did. I'm telling you, Matt. I'm telling you.
All right. Well, as long as he said that.
None of your business says. I like that he displays his remotes too.
All faced out. Laces out.
This one is universal.
They're just waiting for you.
There they are. All right, next we got another. These are those interesting displays here, plus those grab and go types. We got 2 mini TVs.
That's really
I don't know what that is, but cool Fright Night set here.
Dude, do you have like every collector's edition ever made?
These look like those, what do you call it? Those like Hollywood blockbuster individual cases, those like special made cases. That's what those look like to me.
Custom artwork.
We got what's he got displaying out here? We got the Faculty pulled out for a date night down there, but all the Scream Factory stuff.
Faculty's a date night movie?
It must be.
I wouldn't know.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
And look what's right next to it,
Sliver's
Matt.
quickly becoming Silverado.
I mean, I've seen so many people already say this guy's got great taste, and now I concur. And by the way, every one of these that we've done in like the past like month, 2 months, even maybe 6 months, has had Sliver in the damn collection. I mean, you guys are talking to me like, oh, Matt loves Sliver. What a freak. Everyone loves it. Or they just love the release because it is badass.
Well, or they're like me. We love it, but we put it in its proper context. We love it because it's a stupid movie.
I do too.
No, you're not doing that.
You can't pretend.
You're not. You treat it like it's Basic Instinct.
I did not.
You do.
I never did, motherfucker. Never did that. I never did that. Basic Instinct is up here.
Here's a
Let's
roast.
be clear.
All right, calm down. Here's a roast. Reanimator. He spent all that money on that Reanimator edition when all of us waited and we're getting the second sight one cheaper. Roasted. Although he's probably going to pick that one up too. God damn it.
Unroasted. We got to take the roast back. I don't know the rhyme or reason for how some of these are displayed because I've seen arrows in multiple different places of his collection, and all these are just kind of, it must mean something to him where these go.
I hope so. It's his place.
It must be. Now we've got, okay, I remember this email now that he sent us. This is a rotating tower.
What?
So we're going to see multiple images of this tower. And
This
what's
is
on the top?
Schwarzenegger side.
I see what's on the top.
The Nakatomi Tower.
Yeah.
It's on there.
And guess what? He's sending us pictures of his entire collection, not just one photo.
Look at all the Schwarzenegger.
Why are they with the Kinos?
I don't know. That's a good question. But look at all the Schwarzenegger. Straight down to Predator, Red Heat, Commando.
Where's
Running
Junior?
Man, Running Man, Terminator, Total Recall. He's got all the good ones on
No
display.
Junior. No Junior.
All right, let's turn it a little. Now we've got all the Rockies on display.
What the hell?
Wow, look at this.
Man, ever since we started doing this segment, I've just been feeling smaller. I'm shorter and shorter.
I'm just jealous.
I know. I'm just green with envy.
Play buttons and releases we don't have or want.
Yeah, remote controls on display.
He's got the Wonder Years up there. There's his Nightmare on Elm Street.
Roasted. The Wonder Years will never have a proper physical media release because they can't get the music rights.
Roasted.
Yeah, roasted.
And then he's got Hans Gruber falling from it.
Even you don't have that.
I don't even have that. I think that's a Christmas ornament, if I'm not mistaken.
Whatever it is, it's cool.
It's cool. It's cool. All right, let's flip one more
Look,
side of
he
this
got a
thing.
Breakfast Club poster framed. Oh, he's got Dick Tracy. What is that?
Dick Tracy.
Is it the comics?
Short Circuit 2.
Oh, that one's special to me. That was our original OG loyal viewer, Mark, our special friend, sent us that.
Yep.
I love that edition.
This is where he hides all of his Blu-rays, it looks like, in the back of this twisty cabinet, because these are all Blu-rays back here.
They're all useless Blu-rays.
Useless Blu-rays. And then here's a couple more. He's got his Nightmare on Elm Street box set with a little sign underneath. Badass.
Class.
I'm trying to roast, but I just can't.
I know,
I'm trying to roast, but I
this is
just
hard.
can't. Thanks for the close-up on that. We got Miami Vice figures.
Wow.
I love this setup up here. This is cool as hell. We got the Batman symbol, and the
I'll
logo.
roast him. It would have been more badass if he had Wonder Years action figures. Like if he just had the dad pose there looking all miserable. What else could you do for the Wonder Years?
What else? I don't know. Joseph, I don't know what else to say. Here he is. Here's a little bit of a zoom out. He's got, let's see, it looks like we've got a projection system happening here. You could have folded that blanket, roasted. You could have put your pillow away off your chair there. It looks like this is a room for one and another small person. Roasted.
Me.
Invite me over.
That's my chair.
That's where I'm going to sit when you invite me over, Joseph.
Oh, it's all petite.
It's great. I mean, when I see the zoom out, the room's a little disorganized. So, you know, that's what I'm going with.
That's awesome.
think you're reaching.
It's all right. I'm reaching. Okay.
Toasted.
Total toast. We need a ching. We need a thing on here.
That keeps
lovely.
going.
Keeps going.
Come on,
So here's another zoom out. We got your computer desk here, which is sort of messing with the vibe.
Okay.
He's working from home.
It's a space.
I'd want to work.
So wait a minute. You've got a TV on one side and a projection screen on the friggin' other side. Wow.
Are those chairs on a swivel?
I'm sure they are.
Joseph,
We know they are.
I'm going to need a full write-up of what you have happening here, what you've done. We need more information. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, like how do you succeed in life? I'm still trying to figure this out, dude. Come on. This is
Another angle. Looks great. Looks great. This room looks awesome.
quit, man. I quit.
This room looks awesome. Joseph, hats off to you. And then back to the play button, where I start to feel very inadequate.
Maybe his channel is like all about how to be successful
in life. let me just see.
His channel is how to get YouTube plaques.
Yeah, let me just see really quick if I could just pull up his email and see what he might have said before we.
Yeah, don't do that.
About time to dokes him.
Time to get doxed.
Yeah. You need to redistribute your wealth. It's a goddamn coastal elite over here. Where's your Wes Anderson collection? I do want to ask you guys this while you're looking that up. So is the coastal elite, was that a reference?
Somebody said that, yeah.
No, it was a reference that started on this channel, or is it a reference to something like a movie?
I don't know. I think somebody said that you just had to be a coastal elite to enjoy that set, but I don't know where that's from. All right, here's Joseph's email.
I love that phrase. That's hilarious.
Hey, big fan. I thought I'd send you my media room / theater room for your Roast or Toast segment. I included a bunch of photos since the space is kind of large and the collection is integrated all around the walls. Figured you'd get a kick out of some of this. P.S. Silverado can be found here somewhere.
Oh.
Everything can be found there.
Toasted.
I mean, toasted. No, roasted. So,
round of applause.
Everything's there.
Everything's there. Joseph, thank you for sharing that. Really appreciate that. Let us know how you got those buttons. Let us know if we can come on your channel and kind of like get a few subs our way.
Yeah, if you are a fan of us, you know we're not hitting that 20K goal.
Not without your help, Joseph. Thank you. We appreciate it. Russ, we're at 7 o'clock on the dot. Can you believe it?
I can't, man. Time flies when you're roasting people's setups.
When you're salivating over other people's collections.
Yeah, they took everything out of me, dude. It's just depression.
Well,
depression just kicked in when you see all that stuff, you know?
I did want to say it's been a pleasure streaming tonight.
It has, man. It has. I'm going to miss it.
I wanted to say it's been a pleasure streaming with you all this year. Lindsay, thank you so much for everything that you've done.
I'm gonna like well up over here.
Really appreciate it.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna miss doing this.
We're coming back.
I know, but it's like a whole month.
I'm not.
I'm gonna get a picture from Joseph with Russ sitting in the chair, waving. I'm on his channel now, bitch.
Hopefully, that's what I'm aiming for, man.
I'll be here solo king. Solo kinging it.
Russ has had enough of your dictatorship.
Yes. Overall, we've had a great year. Sincerely want to thank everybody for everything that you have contributed to this channel, for viewing, for tuning in, for joining us in these chats, things that you've sent, super chats that you've sent, emails you've sent, things that you've mailed to us. Really, honestly, it's from the bottom of my heart. I can't say thank you enough. I'm going to give you a chance to be sincere. I've already been told that I'm a phony, so I want to really make sure that people know I'm not.
You're going to use all the words first.
From the bottom of our hearts, we certainly do appreciate everybody out there.
I appreciate all the coastal elites out there. I do. I love that phrase, dude. I think it's so funny. That'd be a great band name.
It would be the Coastal Elites.
No, but Matt, I couldn't agree more. We want to thank all of you. It humbles us immensely.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just shocked. It's gone this far already, and we want to keep it going for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoy doing it.
Absolutely, and I would be remiss if I did not say that every year, Russ and I always sit around and we're like, okay, what are we going to do next year? How are we going to keep these things? How are we going to keep elevating this channel? What more can we give to the people? And we've got plenty of great ideas for 2026 that we are hoping that all of you will enjoy, from... I don't want to spoil anything yet, but just different ways that we're going to make these streams maybe a little bit heightened, maybe some more in-person videos since people seem to like that so much.
I hope Russ will be able to reach them at these new heights.
Some of these new heights, final roast from Lindsay before we go.
Hey, here, I'm on your side now. Get rid of her.
Get her. Well, we can't harass.
She doesn't do anything. She doesn't know anything.
This broad.
This is a stupid broad.
Get this broad out of here.
Get this broad out of here. Get this broad. Hey, you're looking Italian. Get out of here, broad.
I don't think I've ever been called
Look at a little Matt LeBlanc over there. Get this broad out of here, please.
I have never been called a broad in my entire life.
I don't remember the last time a person was called a broad.
No.
That's kind of a funny name. Hey, you broad. Where does that even come from? Broad.
Way back.
But thank you, everybody. We will see everybody soon. You got a month to wait, but like I said, don't forget, we've got videos coming back-to-back weeks, 4Ks that we need for prominent directors. We've got our boutique top 5 list of the year and our top 5 physical media releases of the year, all coming up in the coming weeks. Don't forget the viral man-ass short.
Yeah. I may keep doing shorts over the break. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll keep in touch with the people.
It's a break. You know,
a break.
No pressure. No pressure.
So, Russ, with all that being said,
hanging out with some broads.
it's a couple broads.
Kicking back. Couple broads, couple brews.
With all that being said, and all the thanks given to everyone out there, Russ, I'm going to give you the final word as we play out the music.
Well, man, I watched one battle after another, and I thought, you know what? I have to get this out of my system when I get on the live stream about this whole, woke controversy. Like, is Chris Gore correct? Like, did Paul Thomas Anderson fall victim to what, this label that many people kind of throw around? Is it even, there's no concrete